Hello and welcome to the stream. It is time for what I believe to be, potentially, probably maybe, the finale of Super Mario Galaxy 2. If you're watching the VOD, then you already know, because I'll likely put that in the title. But um, well, welcome regardless, even if it's not. It'd be pretty awkward if it's not. But yeah, I think I might be able to beat the game today, or like beat the game to 100%, because I've already technically beaten the game like twice at this point. But you know, we're going for 100%. We're doing all the stuff. Um, so yeah, I hope everyone's doing all right. Everyone's having a good day, had a good week, all that good stuff. So yeah, Super Mario Galaxy 2. When last we left off, we started the hunt for the green stars, or cosmic jewels, you could say, which is like this game's like crazy big post game. It's not like crazy big because I've done most of it in a single stream, so. But you know, it's a pretty substantial amount of post game content where they essentially hide an additional 120 green stars in all of the levels, and you have to find them. They don't like tell you where they are. They're not linked to any sort of like a challenge or quest or anything. They're just hidden like Easter eggs, and you got to go track them down. Yeah, it's actually been a ton of fun to like go for them and stuff. Finding them is a lot quicker, assuming that you can find them, because there's no hullabaloo you got to do. You just go through the level, and you find them. So in the previous stream, we started the hunt, and we've gotten about half of them. I think a little over half. Assuming we started at 120, I've gotten 70 green stars at this point. And my total is supposed to end at 240 by the time we've gotten all the green stars, and then there'll just be 2 more power stars left to get, which is tied to the ultimate super duper difficult level, which I have not tried since I was a wee lad, so I'm interested to see if it's as difficult as I remember, or if I just sucked back then, or maybe maybe I've just gotten better, or maybe it's exactly as hard as I remember. We'll have to see. I don't know. So that's the goal. The goal is to get to that point and do the hardest level. So we got to get cracking with the green stars if we're going to do that. If I'm going to be playing a difficult level, then I got to make sure that I'm good on 1-ups. Then again, I don't really want to spend the star bits, so maybe I won't do that. Because I think we might need to max out our star bit count at 9,999 in order to... There's like a thing that you can get, or like there's some kind of interaction you can have if you get 9,999 star bits, which I'm not really anywhere close to, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. I think I realized that last time as well, but I was kind of like, I'll just grind for them off stream. Well, lo and behold, I forgot to do that, so hopefully either getting to max star bits isn't going to take too long, or I'll just have to not do it, and hopefully it's nothing too important. I don't really remember what it is that you get. It might be that we can't do the super duper final challenge without it, now that I'm thinking about it, just a little memory in the back of my head. Hopefully there's a way to like get star bits super quick, so I might have to look that up. Because it would suck if I can't do the super duper final challenge just because I forgot to get star bits, but anyway, I'm gonna try harder to collect as many star bits as I can, so yeah, so we're at the point now, we've gone through World 3, we're at World 4. This game only has 7 worlds. In my mind I thought it was like 8, so we are over halfway then in that case. So if it took me a stream to get to this point, then I should be able to get all the green stars at the very least in this stream, and I'd like to do the final challenge, because I don't think that would be a long enough level or a long enough thing to take up its whole stream, so unless I paired it with something else. So yeah, let's just get cracking, shall we? So we've done all this. I think I left it off at like a boss level. Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet. Let's do it. So yeah, I hope everyone's been doing good. Hopefully you can hear everything okay. The volume should be set to the same as it was in the last stream. Once again, I've forgotten to make a note at what volume I should set for the games I stream, but for some reason the volume level I have set for this game just sticks in my brain a bit more, so... Oh, I can already see a green star. It's kind of fun, like when you spot one, you know. I don't know, because this level only has 2 green stars, so I don't know if that's the first one or the second one that I just saw there. We'll have to see. Whoops. But we've got to remember we can hear them as well, so... if I need star bits, then I've got to be a bit more careful about picking them up, you know. Whoops. Okay, that's definitely the first one. There's no way that there'd be one before that. I'm thinking maybe I can triple jump. I got to get rid of this guy first. He's in my way. I'm thinking I can maybe triple jump to get up there. Or I don't know if a backflip will do it. I guess I could try. No, backflip does it. Okay. I'm forgetting that Luigi's jumping is massively superior to Mario's. I could have played this as Mario to like add extra challenge, I guess, to some of these stars, but I don't know. I like Luigi. I haven't been playing as him this whole time because I've been saving him for this. Just because it makes sense, what with all the green. Man, I'm concerned now. I really wish I'd remembered to grind for star bits. Because I could have just done that pretty casually. So, yeah, that sucks. Because now that I'm, it's starting to come back to me, I think, like, once we get all the green stars, then there'll be 2 more power stars remaining in the game. One of them is for the final super duper level, and then the last one is the Prankster Comet for that level. Which is the real challenge. I think the level on its own is pretty tough, but nothing I can't handle. I think it's the Prankster Comet that's the real challenge there. And I'm pretty sure, I'm just like vague in my memory, I'm pretty sure the Prankster Comet won't show up unless you've maxed out your star bits, which is kind of stupid, because there is no like other way around it. You need to like farm for star bits. There's no way you're going to organically, assuming you've been playing the game normally, there's no way you're gonna organically have enough star bits for that. So that's kind of dumb, but. I mean, assuming that I'm right about that, maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe getting max star bits doesn't do anything, or maybe it does do something, but I'm just misremembering what it was. But I think I'm right about that. So I've got to make sure I scoop up as many star bits as I can then as I go. Yeah, that sucks. I wish I'd remembered. Hopefully, there's some kind of star bit trick to get star bits super quick. You know, it's not uncommon for games to have stuff like that, or farming tricks for collectibles. So I might have to Google for that. The original... Oh, I can hear the green star. It's nearby. The original version of this game on the Wii had a feature that's not in this one. I mentioned it earlier on in the playthrough, but there was a feature that allowed you to essentially bank star bits. And then what you could also do was... Holy crap, how do I get that? What you could also do is take star bits from other save files. So, obviously, if it's your first save file, you have to get the star bits yourself, but if you played the game another time in the past, then you can take star bits from that, and it's a bit easier. Unfortunately, that is not an option to me. Even if that feature was still in the game, this is obviously my first save file on the Switch, so that wouldn't work anyway. But that's how I'm pretty sure that's how I did it, at least on my second playthrough back on the Wii. This is hard. I'm thinking I got a triple jump up there. Oh, that is That's like the tightest jump I've had to make in this game. Ah, and I keep getting stuck on that bit. Whoa, dear. I'm thinking maybe I can jump off of this to get a bit of extra height going, but I'm not timing it out very well. Oh, but can I maybe, like, just do this? Gets me pretty close, but not close enough. Why did I do that? Is there a checkpoint? Is there like a checkpoint that's just right there? Okay, cool. They had the decency to put a checkpoint right before. I can farm Starbits this way, assuming I keep dying, but I'm gonna run out of lives. It's Luigi's, like, slippier movement that's tripping me up there. It's really hard. I can't, like... Because I get stuck on that bit there. I wonder if there's an easier way. Sounds pretty close. How would you do this as Mario, legit? Oof. That's crazy. Even if I get high enough, I'm just gonna get stuck on that sticking out bit there. That is bananas. Okay. Is there, like, another way? Like a way to go up and around? I doubt it, but I don't know. So I might be overthinking it. Like, maybe I can, like, jump on this outside bit? I don't know, that doesn't seem right to me. That'd be crazy if that were the case. I kinda doubt it. But I'll check anyway. It'll save me some time if that is the case. It could just be I just gotta get, like, pixel perfect with my jumping. Ideally not die. No, there is absolutely no way you can get on the outside, so... That was pretty clever. Yeah, there's no way you can get on the outside. You gotta just jump it, I guess. That is crazy precise, though. You expect children to do that? How did I do this as a child, though? That's obviously I had to, because I distinctly remember getting all the green stars at least twice back on the Wii, so... Obviously I did this when I was little. Oh man, that was close. Nope. I feel like you definitely have to wall jump here. You gotta jump high enough to where you can reach the star, but not too high that I like hit on my head on there. Oh, that felt like it was it. Maybe I'm getting high enough. It's just going onto the side bit there is just making me go a little bit off. Because if I'm kind of pulling back on my jump anyway, so I don't go too high, so I might as well just jump as high as I can on the floor bit here. God, that is precise. Whoa. Okay. Jump, jump, jump! God, that was like as good as I can do. I don't know how I could do it any better than that. What if it's maybe some gravity trickery, like you just go like that? Or maybe like launch off of the thwomp. Oh, that would be nuts if that worked. I think that's not entirely impossible to do it that way, actually. It's like I'm kind of getting close with that, actually. It's... I don't think that's the way I'm intended to get it, but it feels almost possible. Nah. No, no good. Yeah, I don't think, even if that does work, I don't think it's the dev intended way of doing it. That is, though. I immediately just do it. Okay, that is crazy. How do you do that as Mario? Because he simply can't jump that high and only barely made it that time. Maybe you are, like, sort of, like, intended to be Luigi for this. I'm sure it is possible as Mario. Somehow, but that is bonkers right there. That's, like, the hardest green star to get. So far. Okay, Space Storm Galaxy, we're moving on. Green Star 1, Space Storm Galaxy. What one was this one again? Oh, right, yeah, this one. Oh, I should... Ah, man. I shouldn't skip those flyovers, because there might be a green star in one of them. More often than not, there is, so... Maybe I can spot it from the distance. I thought I heard one for a sec there, hold on. I might be losing it a little bit, but I thought I heard one before I slung off. Okay, Green Star 1. I can hear something. I can hear the twinkling sound in this cutscene here. There it is, look! Oh, you've got to, like, use the pull stars to kind of fling yourself up there without hitting the star. That's pretty clever. Wow, what a cool use of the pull stars. That's a pretty clever one, I like that one. This is so cool, the green stars are so cool. I think I appreciated them when I played this game when I was little as well, but I feel like with my the current way that I look at games and stuff, I feel like I can appreciate this a lot more just because like, this is so cool. A lot of them are genuinely really well hidden. Some of them are in plain sight. Like that one wasn't hard to find, but I could see how that might be challenging for people to get to. If it's not, then it's at least clever. I can appreciate how clever and what like a cool use of the pull star that is. Oh, I can see the second one there. Very cool. Oh god, I friggin' love this music. This is one of my favorite pieces of music in the game. I think this one was in Galaxy 1 as well. I think this is Bowie Bass. Okay, this is tricky. There we go. Grab these star bits because we need them. Yeah, this might be one of my favorite pieces of music in the Galaxy games. This is a really good track. I love this one a lot. It's up there with well, it's no, Good Egg Galaxy is always my number one as far as music in these games go, but yeah, it gets close. I think this has a remix in Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World has a lot of Galaxy remixes. It has a lot of Mario remixes in general. Mario Kart World has a legit, really good soundtrack. Like, say what you will about the game. I think Mario Kart World is good. It has flaws, but I like it. But Mario Kart World soundtrack is really good. It's a shame it didn't get nominated for soundtrack or anything at the Game Awards. Apparently, the reason for that, though, I didn't know this, but apparently I might be getting my facts wrong, but this is just something I heard. Apparently, the specifically the Best Soundtrack Award at the Game Awards is sponsored by Spotify. So, and they obviously have a bit of a bias towards soundtracks that are on their service. And, you know, because it's Nintendo, obviously Nintendo doesn't have, you know, Mario Kart World isn't on Spotify. Nintendo has their own music app. So that's probably... I think all of the nominees for Best Soundtrack at the Game Awards have one thing in common. It's that they're all on Spotify. So that's a shame, because I definitely think Mario Kart World is deserving of it. Like, the amount of music in that game is crazy and how good it is. I've been literally listening to the soundtrack a lot since the game came out. I've been using it to, like, listen when I edit, or even when I'm recording voiceover for my videos. I like to play music in the background, partially because I hate the sound of fans and whirring computers, so anything to cover it up a bit. Also, I like to play music because it kind of just gets me into the vibe. Just kind of gets me into the groove. I'll usually play music that goes with whatever game I'm recording voiceover for. So if I'm making a Mario video, I'll listen to a lot of Mario. Just because it helps get me into the groove, I think. Yeah, Mario Kart World has been my go-to listening for since it came out. And yeah, Mario Kart World has a lot of Galaxy remixes, and they're all pretty lovely. Can't say that any of them really overtake the originals, though, but they're a different kind of vibe. A lot of them are supposed to be, like, chill, like, night themes. Some of them are just, like, you know, just have a different kind of genre of music that isn't entirely my vibe. Some of them are really good, though. Oh my god, I nearly got squishified. Okay, I don't know where the third green star is. I'm going to push myself with this thwomp, though. Is everything going super fast? Oh, it's because of the time switches, that's why. That's not the star that I desire. Oh crap. I love the rain. How cool is that? Yeah, that's not the star I want. I didn't see that. Oh, there it is! Oh my god. Where the heck is that? There it is. That's crazy. I don't even know where that is. I can't... I need to get a good angle. I don't want to slip off the side here. Oh, I need to go in one of these bubbles. That's cool. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Wait, which bubble was it? Hold on. Which bubble was it? Was it the far left one, or the one next to it? It's the far left one. Trust in the bubble. That's clever. I like these, like, think outside the box solutions for getting to the stars. Like, it's not, like, obviously I knew what I had to do pretty quickly, but it's just so clever. It's like a great way to utilize some of these mechanics in a way that the game didn't really ask you to do before. It's so cool. This is really fun. Okay, we got a whole batch of levels here. Upside Dizzy Galaxy. There's only 2 here, so let's figure it out. Green Star 1 in Upside Dizzy Galaxy. I bet I'm gonna see it in the flyover. I can't tell if I can hear the shimmering sound or if I'm just hearing things. if I'm just like losing it a bit. I'm hearing what I want to hear. There's Ghost Luigi. Oh, I think I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear the shimmering sound. Is it here? Oh yeah, it's louder. Oop. Yeah, it's definitely in this area. Certain of that. I want to grab myself this mushroom. I probably don't need it. Yep, there it is. I gotta do some weird, like, gravity flip trickery here. Oh, crikey, that's gonna be a tough one. Okay. Ooh, cool. Nice. Nice way to play with the gravity. Oh, oh. Random side, I don't know, tangent. I don't know if you count it as such. I had this idea for a. I've been playing a lot of Mario games lately. I've noticed. I'm playing this on stream. I recently started replaying Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope for fun. It's my second time playing the game. I haven't played it since it came out. That was a few years ago. And I've also been playing a little bit of Mario Kart World every now and then. I actually had an idea for a video, something that I really want to do, but I have so much difficulty finding the motivation for, or just like coming up with good ideas, is I want to do more like low-key, easier videos. Oh wow, the other one's right here. I want to do more like low-key, like easier, quicker videos, just to fill up gaps in between like my bigger videos that take longer. It was like a year and a half ago, I don't recall exactly. I did a video about Epic Mickey, when the remake got announced. I was filled with so much motivation to talk about the game in some way that I decided to just sit in front of my microphone and talk about it. And then I made a video out of that. It's essentially just a discussion, unscripted discussion about the remake and what I think and what I hope it ends up being like, blah, 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 blah. And that video, it took me like, what, like a week and a half to make, which is still probably a bit slow for a video like that. Other people would probably get it done in like a day or whatever, but I'm slow. But oh, I see a green star, and I see one there too. I saw one on the moon bit. I bet one of them is in this this planet here too. Yeah, I want to do more easier low-key videos, because making that Epic Mickey video was quite fun. It was nice to work on something that was very simple, and like it was like, if it doesn't turn out to be the best video ever, then it's fine, because it was such a simple thing anyway. It didn't take much time or anything like that, and I just wanted to... It was also just a good outlet, because I wanted to just talk about this game, and I wanted a way to be able to do that. So there's that. And I've been wanting to do more videos like that, more like simpler, low-key kind of videos. And I've bounced around a few different ideas. I've been wanting to do another video like the Epic Mickey one, where it's just talking about a game that got announced, and, you know, saying what I think about it, or maybe like a new game or something. But no game has really motivated me in the same way that, like, Epic Mickey has for some reason. And Epic Mickey wasn't even a new game, it was a remake. But it was a remake that I desperately wanted for a long time. Actually, I wanted a remaster, to be specific, but we got a remake, so... I didn't consider a remake a possibility, so... But yeah, no game has really motivated me in quite the same way. I got very close with a Mario and Luigi Brothership when that game got announced, but I didn't get around to doing that either. Um, I should really just, you know, seize these opportunities, I think. Just do it, and maybe it'll go well, you know. I get too in my own head. I'm like, oh, what if people don't like this? Or what if it's a waste of time? Or what if it's stupid? Blah, 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 blah. I gotta stop listening to that voice in my head and just do these ideas that I have, because what if something good happens, you know? But one video that I had an idea for, I've been had a few times of to want to do like a tier list of various things. I don't know if you consider tier listing to be like a dead trend, because I know tier lists were like super common for a while a few years ago, but they're not as much anymore. I don't really see it that way though, because tier listing just seems like an objectively fun and simple way to rank stuff. And ranking stuff isn't like a trend, that's just a thing. So I don't know, I don't really care. And I've thought about like a bunch of different tier lists that I might like to do and do a little discussion-y kind of video about certain things. One idea that I had recently, which was inspired by all the Mario games I've been playing lately, is tier listing all of Mario's companions. The companion characters. Like the what I like to call companion character trope is a favorite of mine. Especially if they're small and maybe float around. It's just something I really enjoy, so I thought about doing that. I've since like had second thoughts about it, honestly, because I feel like I don't have enough information. Because a few of Mario's companions I don't really know anything about. I guess I need to be clear on what I mean by companion. I mean like the little helper characters, not ones that necessarily like you play as or anything. Like they're different from like the partners in say like the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and the original Paper Mario and like some of the other Paper Mario games. Like they're different from those. I mean like the little helper characters that give you tutorials and stuff and are like your go-to companion throughout the game. I'm talking about those, like you know, like Olivia from Origami King, or Huey from Color Splash, or Starlo from a couple of the Mario and Luigi games, like those kinds of characters. Thought about tier listing those based on how much I like them, their designs, their personalities, their role, what they're able to do. I decided to maybe not do that because mainly it's just one. I've played basically I've had a good amount of experience or like with all of Mario's various companions, except for one, that being Kirsty from Paper Mario Sticker Star, because that's like the only Paper Mario game I've never played, and one of the two Mario RPGs that I'm sucking at this, and one of the two Mario RPGs that I've never played. Oh wait, I haven't played Bowser's Inside Story. The only Mario RPGs I haven't played is the original Mario RPG. I've been meaning to play that. I haven't played Bowser's Inside Story, and I haven't played Paper Mario Sticker Star. Bowser's Inside Story's companion is Starlo, who I'm already familiar with from other Mario and Luigi games, so not a problem there. And the original Super Mario RPG doesn't really have a companion character, so that's fine too. But I've never played Sticker Star, so I don't really know much about Kirsty, based on like brief things that I've seen on the game, and I don't think that's enough information to judge her on. I feel like it would be wrong to do a tier list about Mario companions without knowing about all of them, and I could do my homework, but I don't know. I feel like it would be better to I don't know, because like a part of me doesn't really want to play the game because I've heard it's not that great, and then maybe I could watch a let's play or something, or maybe I could. These ghosts are annoying the hell out of me. Maybe I could watch a let's play or you know, something or other. look up like a story recap or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like looking up a story recap or just stuff like that would feel wrong. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't take. I'm like concerned about the amount of time it would take to like watch a let's play of the game or play the game myself or whatever. Especially because this is supposed to be like a low-key video. The whole point is that it's like simple. And to do like research, I feel like it's not like I don't want to. It's just, is it worth doing? Just for this one character, because all the other companions I have a good amount to say, but I don't know anything about Kirsty, so I was under the impression that she was kind of unlikable and bratty, but then when I decided to look up her on the wiki, the synopsis there painted a slightly different picture, so I was like, I don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation about her by saying she's like this annoying, awful character when really she's pretty chill. Also, I don't know what her powers are, and I'd need to look into that too. I guess it probably wouldn't take too much effort to look into that sort of thing, but... And then I sort of wonder if the video in general would be worth doing. I'm not sure. But I have a bunch of other like ideas for like little tier list videos like that. Or just little discussion-y things. In terms of like discussions about like new games that get announced, Kingdom Hearts 4 is definitely... If there's ever going to be a game that'll motivate me to do a little discussion video, it's definitely Kingdom Hearts 4, because I would have a lot to say about it. Like, if I had a lot to say about like the little teaser trailer for the Epic Mickey remake, then whatever the next trailer for KH4 is going to be like, I'm sure it's going to have plenty for me to get into, so... who knows, maybe at the Game Awards. We'll see something, and then... I'd like to record my reaction. That's something I've been doing lately for, like, I always stream reactions to Nintendo Directs, but for other things, other events, I like to like, get all my recording stuff ready to go, just in case. Like, for, I forget what it was it like Summer Games Fest or, like, Gamescom or something? I thought Kingdom Hearts 4 might show up here, so I decided to not record my reaction to the whole event, but just have everything ready to go in case KH4 shows up. And then there was a State of Play that I recorded my reaction to as well. I didn't upload it because it was a bit of a snoozer for me. But I did, so, because I thought KH4 might be there as well. So, but the Game Awards is different because it's like 3 hours, or like 3-4 hours. It's like a long show. And it's usually something I have to stay up pretty late for if I want to watch the whole thing. If I have like the commitment to stay up and watch the whole thing, then if I do record it, I'm going to be tired. Okay, so here's the green star. How do I think I gotta just like loop around. Pretty tricky stuff. And I know where the third green star is because I saw it in the intro. It's on the like pop-out book bit. Also, I should hydrate. I haven't done that. I don't know why when I'm playing this game, I tend to talk about video stuff. I'm sorry if that's not really an interesting topic or anything, but it's, you know, it's on my mind. I think it's because getting these green stars is relatively, like, not that action-packed or anything like that. As much fun as it is to get these things. My mind can just kind of wander. But since I'm on the topic, I've been working on a, one of my scripted videos is very nearly done, the shorter one. My goal is to finish it before Christmas, which I think is very attainable at my current pace. I'm generally pretty slow, but even at my speed, I think by Christmas is very doable. The problem is that it would basically be practically done by this point, but in my last editing session I was doing the other day, I realized that there's just more I had to say about the topic of the video. There was like a couple things that I found out about that I was like, man, if I don't include this in the video, then the video will technically be incomplete. So I had to add like a few, like 2 or 3 extra paragraphs onto my script. And I haven't even recorded the voiceover for that yet, so I got to do that. And then I got to add that. So it's like, you know, I was very close to finishing the video, and then the goalpost moved a little bit. I still think by Christmas is still definitely doable, but it's just a little bit frustrating. But ultimately, it'll make the video better if I have all the info, because if I don't include all the info, then people leave comments about it. And now that, because like, it was different when I didn't know about that stuff, because back when I didn't know about that stuff, I could just upload the video and then people could tell me in the comments, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. That's interesting information. But now that I've figured it, now that I've come to find out about this info on my own, now I feel like I have to include it, or else I'm straight up just ignoring it. And that would seem wrong. If I want to make this video like complete. How do I get that? So I want these boos out of my zone. I'm thinking I got to get to the top of this book. And then maybe long jump it. There we go. Oh, we got little stars around us. We'd use a star magnet. Ba 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 ba. If this is indeed the finale for Super Mario Galaxy 2, this stream, then I guess I'll be starting a new playthrough next week on Sunday, and I think it's time for Hollow Knight Silksong. It's not necessarily like I've been avoiding it since it came out. It's just I did right from the get-go. I wanted to wait a bit for like, I don't know, like the hype for the game to die down a bit, just so I can play it without like the all of the hype or whatever. I don't know. Playing a game with the hype is probably better, I imagine. But so a lot of the time when I play, it was mainly just so that people have time to play the game before me, so that people might be more interested in my reactions to a game that they played themselves by that point. Because, you know, a lot of the time when I stream like a brand new game, typically people would much rather play it themselves rather than watch a streamer play it, you know? At least that's kind of like the logic, I feel. So for Silksong, I wanted to wait until like a good amount of time has passed so that anyone who wanted to play the game back when it first came out will have by the time I get around to it. And also, when I played the original Hollow Knight, I played that game for the first time on stream like 3 years ago. And it was a really fun, like, fish out of water feeling for me, because most of the people in my chat knew what the game was about and knew a lot about it. And I liked being kind of like the one who didn't know stuff. And then if I got stuck, I could ask chat for advice and stuff. And I thought that was fun. And I wanted to try and have that again for Silksong, which is another reason why I waited a bit. But I think I'm ready to start it now. It came out in like, what, September? So, you know, it's been a good few months. I'm sure most people who played it, who are like crazy into it and wanted to play it right away, probably would have beaten it by now. If they were really zeroing in on it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever spent 3 months or whatever to play a game. Depending on what it is, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna jump. There we go. Kind of went leap of faith there. But yeah, Silksong. I might start that next week. But I think it will be a pretty long game, so I don't know if I want to commit to it. To such a long game at this point. but I do really want to play it, so I don't know. Maybe I could like do a shorter playthrough first, and then go into Silksong just to act as like a little short, little more chill game. Because I feel like I've been streaming a lot of longer playthroughs lately. Like, this playthrough has gone on for a bit. Like, I think my playthrough of Galaxy 1 that I did at the beginning of the year was like 4 streams, I think? 3 or 4? And this is like, what, stream number 7? So yeah, Galaxy 2 is definitely a lot longer, assuming you're going for 100%. And it's not like I didn't expect it, because I knew it would probably be a bit longer, but not to this degree, I guess. I don't know. But looking at my list of completed games for the year, which I keep in my About section here on Twitch, it feels like there's a lot less games this year than previous years. And I think that might be... But I haven't been streaming any less than usual, or any more. It's been about the same, I think, so... I think the reason is just because either I've just been a lot slower, because my streams have, like... it's not like my streams have generally gotten shorter, but I've been doing a lot more... I'm not worrying as much about the length of my streams these days. Just kind of for as long as I feel comfortable. I think that's probably better. And also, I feel like I've just been playing a lot of longer games. In previous years, I think I did a lot more, like, shorter playthroughs, a lot more. So I think maybe doing, like, a shorter playthrough. Even if I were to start a shorter playthrough, like... Oh, wow! I just got that, I just went for it. I think I saw a glimpse of it, and I was like, okay, it's like kind of on the left, so I just started pulling to the left of it, and I just happened to run into it, cool. Because I feel like that one could have been a nightmare if I not spotted it. Even if I, yeah, even if I were to start a new playthrough of a smaller game, like next week, I don't know if I'd be able to finish it before the end of the year. Maybe, it depends how short it is. If it's like maybe 1 or 2 streams, then perhaps. I was thinking about playing Crash Bandicoot 3, because I played the first 2 on stream. Like, I played the whole trilogy on my own, like, before, a couple times, but I wanted to stream them. And I've streamed the first 2 at this point. I think Crash Bandicoot 2 I did last year, like a year ago, give or take. I think it was, like, literally, like, a year ago. So, I didn't mean for the gap for 2 and 3 to be this long, but... Play Crash Bandicoot 3. Crash Bandicoot games are, you know, on the shorter side. Although I think Crash Bandicoot 3 is a bit longer than 1 and 2. Okay, so I got the first 2 green stars. Pretty simple. Whatever the third one is, it's going to be after that sliding section. It is kind of a shame that you have to, like, trudge through the same bits to get to the stars, because obviously getting the stars boots you out the level. But I get it, because sometimes depending on the star, the mission that you choose when entering a galaxy, it sometimes, like, changes the level design a bit, so they kind of have to boot you out because of that. But, you know... That doesn't seem to be the case for this galaxy, but, you know, still, it's how the game is made. Whoops. I love the music for this galaxy, too. I think other galaxies in this game has used this, but it has such, like, an adventure movie vibe to it. Okay, highly unlikely that more green stars are going to be on this slide section, so... I think I pointed this out the last time I did this level, but why are there smiley faces on these death cylinders? That's so random. It makes me wonder, when Mario puts faces on things, which is incredibly common, even inanimate objects, parts of the environment like mountains... Oh, crap! Well, forget what I said about there not being a star on the slide. Alright, the game caught me out with that one. Yeah, whenever, like, the Mario series puts faces on stuff, it makes me wonder, like, it has a face, so does it have sentience, or is it purely decorative? Now, what's the implication there? Otherwise, why give it a face? I don't know. Some faces being on stuff like power-ups and bits of the environment in Mario games, when you think about it, it's really weird, but you don't really think about it all that much, aside from me now, obviously, but the faces on these things are just very noticeable and random. I wonder why they do it, just to make things a bit more whimsical? Holy crap. I started to slow down a bit there because I felt like I was getting close to the star and I didn't want to miss it. I think I want to let those cylinders roll past me. I think I should probably slow down and let them roll past me so that they don't get in the way when I'm trying to get the star. Because I need to be on the right, but if one of the cylinders is on the right with me, then I won't be able to get it, so I'm going to slow down and let them pass. Like a gentleman. This might be hard. Okay, I'm seeing the challenge here. At least I'm getting some extra star bits from here. Whoa, I was not looking at the screen for a sec there and I started veering off. Okay. Maybe if I, like, ease up, but then when I turn, I'll go normal speed so it's a bit easier. And I'll just stick here. Luigi looks so content. So let's slide. I sure wish I could see where I was going. Here it is. I could see the glow. Okay. That was a tricky one. I didn't think that there'd be a second green star on the same slide as the other one. That's how they get you. That's how they catch you out. Okay, 203. We've got 37 to go. Okay, Fleet Glide Galaxy. This is another one of those bird flying levels, isn't it? Okay, Green Star 1. Let's see what you got. These ones can be a bit tricky, because you have to try and glide, but I don't have to get to the end of the course, though. I just have to hit the Green Star, but it can be a little bit tricky, especially because, you know, this is controlled with motion. Let's glide with Fluzzard, sure. I like these little bird people. I like how gigantic their heads are. They're like kind of Funko Pop. Oh my god, it's right at the beginning. Pretty sneaky. Eat me. It's right at the beginning. That's crazy. Can I... Do I even have to jump on the bird? Can I, like, do it on my own? Oh well, I'm forced into it anyway. I'll just immediately nosedive. Whoa. Yeah, I think you just got to immediately nosedive. It's just I was veering to the left a bit there because of the motion. So it'd probably be easier on Wii Remote. That's a pretty tricky one. I was wondering if maybe I could also just jump from the platform before riding the bird, but I don't know if there's maybe an invisible wall that prevents you from doing that. A problem I'm having is that I'm starting to hear the star shine in my ear a little bit, even when it's not there. It's just my brain is trying to, like, trick me. Does anyone ever have moments like that where you think you hear like you hear a noise for long enough and then even after it stops you still think you hear it? Green Star 2. I don't think it's appearing on the flyover here. I bet it's going to be near the end of the course, like in the final stretch. It's probably going to be tricky to get. I bet it's in that one bit where you kind of have to curve, like swirl around the planet, and it's going to be really tricky because you got to like do it with perfect timing. Okay, maybe it's not in this bit. Okay. Let's keep moving then. Oh, oh, oh crap. I don't think I have to worry about getting the gates. Whoa! Okay, I thought that might be an insta-kill. Okay. Maybe it's here. I'm gonna stay quite high up, because I have a feeling. Maybe not. No! That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, I didn't see it. I couldn't even hear it, but there's probably a bit too much destruction for me to properly hear it. Maybe it's earlier on. I'll try and take maybe like a slightly different path. What if I just go straight ahead this time? On my next attempt, I'll try swerving to the right instead. Okay, I thought it might be in this bit. No, I'm not seeing it anywhere. No sign of it. Alright. Alright. Tricky stuff. Sorry if I'm yawning a little bit today. I didn't get as many hours of sleep as I probably should have. Oh dear. I have a feeling that it's on this bit. I feel like I would have heard it though. Go down here. No, I don't know. I feel like I'd hear it. I am... Yeah, there is definitely a star here. I didn't just get it and forgot. Maybe it's really low to the ground. It's not in here, is it? I feel like I would see it through the glass. I guess I'm running out of ideas, so I might as well give it a shot. I think you have to hit all the gates to open it. Suppose it's worth a try. I haven't even heard it. Like, I haven't even heard the jingling sound. Getting a lot of star bits from redoing the same bit over and over again. This thing's gonna squish me. No? Okay, I'm fine. That's no good. Thing is, I'm pretty sure opening these gates is just how you get the Comet Coin. Yeah, that's all it is. I think the last, like, Fluzzard level, the green stars there were pretty obvious. Like, I haven't even seen any sign of it. I have no idea. Like, usually, a good way to indicate where a star could be is by, like, knowing where the ones you found are. But because there's only two, and the first one is literally at the beginning, that does not narrow it down at all. Ooh, that was trippy. I'm gonna swerve to the left again. I legit have no memory of where it is either, so... Some of these green stars I have been able to remember from when I played this game when I was little. But this one, it's not ringing a bell. It can't be there because I would have heard it. It must be here. Maybe it's behind one of these falling pillar things. There! Crap! Just fall. Okay, I know where it is now. It is behind one of those falling pillars. That was like my initial gut feeling, but I thought it would be on one of the ones on the right for some reason. And then I started to feel like it was less and less likely, but no, apparently it is behind that one on the left. Whoops. Oh, that might be a problem. That's okay, I don't have to get to the door in time. If anything, the slower the better. Let me just line myself up. Hopefully that pillar doesn't fall on me. Okay. I literally cannot mess this up. I actually thought I was going to mess it up. I thought I was going to miss it for a sec there. That's a tricky one. But, you know, clever hiding spot. You really have to slow down. You have to play the level very opposite to how you would typically play it, you know? Fleet Glide. Okay, Shiverburn Galaxy. So, I have my sausages. Oh. Oh, there's one in the volcano. I imagine I have to freeze it first before I can get it, so... Ooh. I'm really trying to collect as many star bits as I can now that I'm conscious of the fact that I've probably got to get a bunch. The range of getting them is a bit finicky. Okay, I've got to get to that ice switch. Oh dear. Okay, whoops. Okay, I needed that. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to get it without that, but let's just do it. Whoops. That's green star number 1. Pretty easy one. It does kind of feel like the locations are ramping up a bit, but there might not really be like a difficulty curve with these. It's just wherever there be a creative or cool place to hide one. Okay, Shiverburn, Green Star, duh. Okay, let's see if I can spot it. No, I only see the one in the volcano. So I guess I'll ride the launch star to the next bit. Just gonna skip all this. I'm getting some decent star bits from here. Oh, I can't ice skate with the clouds. Okay, I have a feeling that there might be a green star here. I can already hear it. It felt stronger when I was back here. Maybe it's like right next to the lava. Oh dear. I can hear it. It's definitely nearby. It's definitely in that area. Yeah, I can hear it. I just can't see it. Sounds like it's coming from the right. Can't really get a good look around. This is frustrating. I can hear it. Oh. Yeah, and the further forward I go, the less I hear it. Hold on, I want to see if I can get like a better vantage point. It's really difficult to see anything in a spherical planet like this. Good save. It sounds like I'm right below it. I don't see like a shadow though. Sounds like it's right here. Do you know where it is? Do you have it? They know. I know they know. Unless it's the flagpole making that noise. I don't think it usually does that, though. What if it is? Do flagpoles usually make this sound? That'd explain why I only hear it when I'm around here. Now I don't know what to think. Maybe I should keep moving along. You know what would help? It would help if I could maybe try and compare to before I hit the flagpole. If I still hear that shimmering sound before I hit the flagpole, it's probably not the flagpole making that noise. The flyover does like a flyover of that section, but I didn't see anything there either. No, I didn't see a thing. Unless I'm supposed to have the cloud flower to get it. I don't see it though. I see nothing. That's where I hear the noise. Maybe it really is the flagpole that's making that noise and nothing else. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I want to try and keep my cloud. Because maybe I can use like extra cloud platforms to, at the very least, get a better look around. Okay, let me replenish. Not like that. I'll get this extra mushroom actually, because I'm taking a lot of damage trying to find this thing. Love how graceful. Can't skate with the cloud. Okay, I keep my cloud. It sounds so distinctly like the green star sound, though. I can still hear the shimmering. The flags usually make that sound, though. I feel like I can hear it from, like, around here-ish, so I'm just gonna... Like, oh my god, it's there! Interesting, so it's like at the end of this segment, it's just because it kind of loops back around to the beginning, it sounded like I was hearing it at the beginning. Okay, okay. Oh, whoops. I was stretching and I hit my, my shelf. Alright, that was a tricky one. That was one where just the sound was tripping me up. I'm pretty sure flagpoles don't make that sound. It feels obvious now, but at that point I was really starting to wonder. Okay, so where's this one? on, pick up the star bits. There we go. It feels like the range of getting star bits for this level in particular is like really finicky. Because like I definitely feel like the range is better than, like, look how far away I picked up those ones. Yeah. You know, it'd be really helpful in terms of like my Starbit conundrum is it'd be great if the final super level has like this one bit where they just like give you a crap ton of Starbits. But I don't know, I don't remember that being the case. Would be handy though. Okay, now I can just hop, skip, and jump through this bit. Doing lots of risky stuff. Okay, there we go. I'm just trying to speed through at this point. Okay, guys, peeled. There it is. Oh, I need a cloud. God damn it. Okay, that makes sense. You gotta keep your cloud flower. That makes sense. I get it. Probably might need a cloud platform or two in order to reach it, just to be safe. So the challenge of this one is just getting through to that point without losing your cloud power-up and probably retaining, again, like one or two of the platforms. I think that's fairly doable. I just got to remember to not spin. It's kind of hard to not, though, because it's like a reflex. Whoops. Okay, it's fine, I can just go back and get another. Actually, I'll grab the mushroom as well. Luigi skates so gracefully. Okay, got the flower. Just got to avoid these. Avoiding these places is pretty easy, it's just I'm a little bit impatient, and that's what makes me get hit most of the time. Yeah, I just gotta not spin. This means that I have to go through this segment somewhat carefully. Oh dear. It's fine. Luigi's jump is bonkers. I can make that. Yep. And there we go. Okay, let's see. Did I overdo it, or can I just jump there without any clouds? Yeah, I don't think I could have reached that without at least one cloud platform. Oh well, I have 3. You never know. Also, what's up? Hi there, speaking. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going with Metroid Prime 4? You started playing that the other day, so has that been going well? Hope you're doing alright though, either way. Chillin', cool. I'm just doing some green star hunting. Okay, Bowser Jr.'s Boom Bunker. I'm going to turn down my fan because I'm getting cold. I beat Metroid Prime 4 close to 100%. Oh, cool. Hope you've been having a good time with it. The game was fire. That's great. Great to hear. I've been hearing so much like mixed stuff about it, but I think, like, I highly doubt it's a bad game. I think there is that whole thing with the amiibo, which you might have. I mean, having played the game, I'm sure you must have at least heard of that whole controversy happening with the game with the amiibo. I don't think that's a reason to like you know, condemn the game fully for that. Like, I'm sure the game is still really good. I'm sure Metroid fans are just really happy to have another Prime game. It's been so long since the last one, I think. It was on Wii, wasn't it? Okay, we've got a green star. I think I just got to aim it. There we go. Straightforward. This is one of those games where the aiming reticle is actually really accurate. Instead of like, I don't know, like Mario 64's aiming reticle with its like cannon and stuff is always like really inaccurate. I think it's just because you typically shoot an arc, and the aiming reticle doesn't really take that into account. Like the cannon I just shot myself from was like straightforward, so. I bet the second green star here is going to be in the boss arena. Because isn't this the boss with the cloud and with the cloud flower, and that has those wind turbines that bring you upwards? That feels like a place where a green star might be, or maybe not. It kind of sounded like I might have heard it in that spherical planet bit. Hold on, I gotta break this. Okay, so we'll go here. Okay, that's the one I hear here is that one. Boomerang Bro. They're so big. I feel like they're not usually that big in other games. If I can go into first person mode here, I'd love to get a look around. Yeah, the game's a little bit fickle on when it allows you to go first person. Okay, it might be here. I don't see it. I feel like it might be here, actually, on this planet I'm about to shoot to. I have a feeling. My green star senses be tingling. Oh, there's a cloud. Might as well grab that, it'll help with the search. No, I don't see any sign of any green star. I haven't heard it yet either. So I guess it's not here. My green star... Oh, no, there it is! What the heck? How do you get there? That looks really far away. It's so small that, like, my cursor covers it. Well, it would seem that I am to either shoot from the cannon or cloud flower my way up. I bet I'm supposed to shoot up there with a cannon. So I'm gonna go into the black hole. Gonna get sucked into the void. And I'm gonna try using the cannon. Because when I was using the cannon before, I guess I didn't really look around with it much. Yeah, there it is. Sneaky, sneaky. Unless you were like actively looking around for it. My aim might have been a bit off. The you know, the gyroscope drift a little bit, so there we go. The slight drift on the gyroscope made that a bit tricky to aim. Probably would have been a lot easier on the Wii. Also, there's a bot in the chat. Let's cleanse the chat of bot. Okay, another star down. Okay, Battle Genius Boom Bunker is done. Let's move on to the next one. Woohoo! Melty Monster. I like Melty Monster Galaxy because the music is really cool. Sounds very climactic, the music in this level. It feels like final boss levels, which I might have said the last time I was here. Okay, let's play I Spy. Any green... There's one. I wonder if that's the first one. I don't know, I feel like there might be a green star on this pull star segment, though. You kind of have to, like... You know, there's like, you kind of get a sense for where green stars might be hidden. Ooh, that was risky. I feel like one on this pull star segment isn't that much of a stretch. Okay, maybe... Oh wait, I think I hear it. I bet it's way out there. I gotta pull over to it. Yeah, there it is. Just like the one from that previous galaxy. It was lined up pretty perfectly there so that you can pull to it. Man, we're gonna have to get green stars on the special galaxy, I just remembered, so... a lot of those galaxies are fairly simple level design-wise, though. Not very big. Like, there's one of them that's just the 8-bit Mario spray. That one's gonna be, like, crazy easy to get the green stars on, or at least they're not gonna be very super well hidden. This is just a short, small little platform, really. Okay, so I bet the one with that tornado section is the second one, so I'm just gonna rush on over there. Because I don't think that's too far into the level for it to be the third one. Whoops! I'm not gonna make it. If you don't spin there, you're screwed. Okay, there it is. Whoops! Whoops! Ah, crikey, I almost died. I almost just died again. Let's stop doing that. I play too recklessly. Crap. Stop it, me! Okay, clearly I need that mushroom. Because I'm like trying to rush it, so I'm just like making silly mistakes. Obviously I'm still alive, so it's fine. Whoops, you're not the one I wanted. I think I just gotta to wind up there. There it is. Oh, Luigi's arms are spinning like that. It's like how's that work? It's like Tails with his tails. Like how do those spin? They kind of like, I imagine they just kind of like swoosh around in his body, which is really weird to. Sometimes I do want to like get like an animation of Tails flying and then just like slow-mo and look at his tails and just see how they move. He's a little mutant. He's a little weirdo, but I love that little fox. my boy. Oh, this one's on the ball rolling bit, probably. I'm gonna have to do some kind of crazy stunt, probably. These have star bits in them, don't they? Yeah, some. I'll gather them up anyway. Okay, I don't think it's up here. They already did that trick in the previous galaxy. I don't see it in distance anywhere. I don't think I can stop either to take a look around. There it is. Oh man, this one's gonna be a real doozy. That I apparently get on my first try. That seems like the kind of star where I could have very easily missed it and get stuck on it for a bit. I think I just got really lucky. So you kind of have to go in blind, like I can't see where I'm going. That could have been a real tricky one. Okay, let's do Clockwork Ruins. Throwback Galaxy will probably be fairly simple because it's a pretty small little area. Okay, Green Star 1. Oh, there's the first one. I like the pumpkins. I think I just gotta jump. Oh wait, is it on the next platform over? Yeah. Just gotta time my jump well. There we go. Simple. Okay, 214, looking good. It just occurred to me that in the previous stream, so like I was saying how I got basically halfway with the green stars at the end of the last stream, so I should be able to get them all in this stream. It occurred to me that like the first hour of that stream was spent redoing the final boss and like looking at the credits and stuff, which I don't think you can skip. So I technically got all the green stars in even less than one stream. So this should be perfectly doable, and also the final level, assuming that I'm good enough at not dying. I'll probably switch back to Mario for the final level, just because it'll either make things easier or harder depending on how it goes. I could switch, like I have full control to switch back to Luigi if I feel like it might make it easier. Like I'll allow myself that. But I'll switch back to Mario, I think, just because I don't know. If it makes things harder, then I don't mind a little extra challenge, and I don't know, because I just want to do it as Mario. It's hard, I don't know. I can't explain it. I just want to, even though I like Luigi as a character way more. That was dumb. I can hear the star, by the way. I bet it's on the outside. Yeah, there it is. It's like we're on a giant Etch-a-Sketch. Whoa. Speaking of Etch-a-Sketch, it just, whenever I think, in case you don't know what an Etch-a-Sketch is, by the way, it's like it's an old toy that allows you to, basically it's just a red, it was in the first Toy Story, so perhaps you've seen one just from that movie, if you've seen the first Toy Story. It's essentially just like a red, like, pad tablet kind of thing, and then it's got two, like, little knobs on it that you spin to make lines move, and you can draw pictures. It's like a really unintuitive way of drawing pictures, essentially. And then you shake it to erase it. It just, like, we had one when we were little, my twin and I. And I remember we were on a really long car journey. We were, like, really young, like 5 or 6 or something. And I remember we were on a really long car journey, so we brought some stuff to occupy ourselves. I typically don't do anything on a car journey, like I don't look at my phone or anything like that. Because I get really travel sick. I don't get travel sick as bad these days, it depends on the situation. But especially when I was little, I got travel sick really easily. And, you know, like looking down at stuff, looking at my phone, or just doing that sort of stuff would kind of make it worse. So I just had to sort of, you know, just look out the window, that sort of thing. So I typically wasn't really doing much on the car journeys, just kind of zoning out, which I was quite happy to do. But my twin wanted the Etch-a-Sketch, and it was on the floor of the car where my feet were. And then they couldn't reach it. So I was like, hey Jason, could you hand me the Etch-a-Sketch? And back then we've always been really close, my twin and I, but back then we would fight a lot more. You know, as children we would argue a bit more. We like never argue now. But we would, you know, argue a bit more back then. So back then I'll wholly admit to being a bit annoying, at least towards them. I wasn't generally considered annoying too much by most people, but towards your own siblings, you know, that was like, I can totally see that. But for also, you know, it's a two-way street, because while I don't think Grim was like an annoying kind of sibling, they were more of like the mean one sometimes, at least from my perspective. Definitely felt like they were just kind of mean sometimes. And so when Grim asked if they could have the Etch-a-Sketch from where I was sitting, I was like, I'll give it to you, but only if you promise to be nice to me from now on, which is a very tall order. But, you know, I was like 5, so realistically there was no way anybody would live up to such a demand. I wouldn't. I'm not generally mean to anybody, but even I have my moments. Sometimes you gotta, you know, be assertive. But Grim was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll be nice to you. And I was like, cool, score. I totally hacked the system with that. And then maybe like a few days later, Grim did something mean. I don't really remember what it was that they did. I don't know, like, just being mean. Calling me a poop head or something, who knows. And then I was like, you promised that you'd be nice from now on. And then Grim was like, oh, that? Yeah, I just lied, I just wanted the Etch-a-Sketch. And, like, that was, like, I think, in my kid brain, like, the biggest betrayal in my entire life up to that point. I remember being so incredibly flabbergasted, like, it was jaw-dropping to hear them say that. I was like, oh my god, you lied! You lied to me! The world is full of cruelty, you have shown me. And yeah, that was like my first encounter with such deceit and betrayal like I'd never encountered before. What made me think of that? Oh yeah, the Etch-a-Sketch. So that was all because of the dumb Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah, these days, my twin and I, we never really argue anymore. Like, we kind of like, not pretend argue, but like, you know, argue like in a silly way, where we're not being serious. Where was the green star? I saw it was here a second ago. Do I have to maybe stand on one of these and then drop down? I need to get another look at it. Okay, I'm gonna stay on this. Ah, yeah, you see, there it is. Oh my. Oh, that was close. I thought I was gonna die. It's actually really tricky with how much Luigi slips around. That's another reason why I feel like maybe doing the final level as Mario might be easier or harder depending on how you view it, because with Luigi I feel the need to constantly keep moving, because if I slow down he's just gonna start slipping around. You know how there's a gambling minigame that gets you 1-ups? It kind of makes me wish that there was a gambling minigame for coins, where you could bet coins for star bits, because that would help with getting more star bits. And there isn't really a purpose to coins at this point in the game. Obviously they heal you, but, you know, keeping a coin total doesn't really have a purpose anymore, because they used to be used for Hungry Lumas, but at this point in the game I've got them all. Oh, there's the first one. Butter butter butter. 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 Wow, I should be an a cappella artist. Not really, I'd be terrible at that. I don't even know if I can sing anymore. I apparently used to have a really lovely singing voice when I was little, like for school plays and stuff. I would get complimented on my singing a lot. I wasn't really trying to be a singer. I just kind of do what came natural to me. I don't mean that in the both ways, like, oh, it's just all natural. But I had like this very like kind of almost. Obviously, because I was little, like it was kind of high pitched, like opera-esque voice, like choir-esque voice. And I was complimented on my singing a lot when I was younger, but I haven't really attempted to like properly try singing. Like I'll hum along to stuff and like I just did just now, but I haven't actually tried to like properly sing since my voice changed. So I don't really know. I don't know. I dare not even try, because I have such a fragile voice, and my voice cracks a lot anyway just by talking. So I don't have high hopes that I have. Whoops. I don't have high hopes that I have the same voice that I used to. But I don't know. I know that singing is the kind of thing that you can train, though. So, and I've never once tried training my voice, aside from, like, the occasional choir at school. Like, clubs, stuff like that, school plays. But I haven't, like, properly, like, done any, like, sort of, like, vocal training, really, so... Maybe if I did, I'd be a better singer. But the thing is, I don't really care about singing. Well, I say I don't care. I do a little bit. It's weird. It's one of like, it's something I don't think I've ever really told anyone this, but I actually do have this strong desire to like sing in front of people sometimes. Like when I'm listening to a song I really like, which is basically all just video game music, by the way. So. I feel like I like, sometimes I'm like, wow, I'd really like to like really get out of my comfort zone and like sing in front of people. But I've never tried doing that, and I don't know if I ever will. Because like I can say I don't really care about singing, but deep down I do kind of would like that to be something I could be good at. I don't know. But I don't know. It sounds like I don't know. I don't know if I'm passionate enough to like go through the work it would take. Also, I've actually got to like, you know, break out of my shell enough to even do that in the first place. Even if I can sing, you know. I mean, if I found out that I could sing really well, then that would probably get rid of a lot of the confidence problem. I just need more confidence in myself, which is already tricky for me with most things anyway. Oh well. I don't know. I like... Ooh. Sneaky. I kind of like, when I'm listening to music, I kind of sing in my head. And obviously in your head, you're gonna always sound like way better than how you would actually. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be pretty self-aware though. There's like some people who might like be awful at singing, but they're like tone deaf and they just don't hear it that way. I'm pretty generally self-aware about that sort of stuff. If I'm bad at something, then I'm usually the first one to admit it. So, yeah, random fact about me. I secretly like want to sing sometimes. Okay, there's a green star there. I bet I gotta stand on the thwomp. Or the womp. I don't know, is it thwomp or womp? Aren't they the same thing, or are they two different things? I gotta get up to the top. Like, yeah, like that. Like, I like, involuntarily just, like, started, like, singing a little bit. Like, I do that sometimes, but that's just silly. I'm not really trying. It's just, I'm basically just talking in a rhythm at that point. Yeah, even if I could sing, I don't know what I'd do about my occasional voice cracks, is the thing. I don't know if that's something that you can just, like, stop doing. Whoops. Yeah, I'm confident that I'm supposed to jump off the sky. It's gonna be really hard to do with Luigi's slippery shoes. Okay, I think I might be able to momentumize myself up there. Crap. But, like, better. Wow, I used to be able to do this. I used to be cool. Damn. I can do it, I can do it. It's harder with Luigi because he slips around so much. Oh, that's so it though. Maybe if I could just just stand on top of him, I could just jump from there without needing to, like, launch myself up with the power of momentum. With the power of Michael-mentum. I definitely don't want to kill him, that's for sure. God, this is hard. This would probably be easier to do with Mario. Oh! Wow, I almost did it, like, unintentionally. Ugh. You're trying my patience. There we go. I feel like there, but I feel like if I had just been able to like stand on top of him, I probably would have been easier to do that just by wall jumping off of him without needing to let him fall first, because it would probably be easier to get on top of him, and then I could just jump up from there. And then just ride him until I get to where the star was. Oh well. Well, what I did worked as well. Oh, that was the second one. Okay. It was the first one I saw, so... This is a very non-linear level, though, so... Okay, well, the first one's got to be somewhere lower down. I ain't seeing it. Probably not going to be in that bonus area. It just doesn't seem right to me. I remember seeing lots of mods back in the day for this game. I guess inspired by this game recreating Womp's Fortress from 64. People just like trying to recreate other Mario levels. I remember seeing one mod where people were trying to bring over Sunshine levels, and I thought that was so cool because I hadn't played Sunshine at that point, and it would still be years before I would. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't realize how modding worked back then though, so I didn't realize that I would need to like do all sorts of computery stuff. I thought I heard it. Also, is it me or is the camera really zoomed in? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I get a better vantage point. Also, is it me or is the sky really overcast in this level? Was it like that in 64? I swear it was a lot more bright and sunny. Well, this angle doesn't help me at all. See no sign of it. I was under the impression that I'd be pretty in and out with this level because of it's so small. Maybe the Sling Star. Oh, earlier when I said that coins don't really serve a purpose, they also give you 1-ups, of course. I wasn't really counting that, because star bits do that anyway. I think. Pretty sure. Triple 1-ups, why not? I'm gonna need 1-ups for that final level. Be crazy if I do it my first try, but I think that's unlikely. Wow, wherever it is, it's super well hidden. There's no sign of it so far. I wonder if it's maybe like dangling off a cliff. I feel like I can hear it here. I feel like I can hear the shine. The shimmer shine. Oh, maybe it's like down here. Down one of these like drop off bits, I just can't see it. This game has no camera control. Well, it does have some camera control, but not very useful. The sound is particularly noticeable around here. Is it on top of this one? I feel like I checked that already, though. Why is the camera so zoomed in here? Yeah, I can't really hear the sound here. It's only like down here. I bet it's down here then. I'm gonna drop. There it is! It's just outside my camera view. I kind of had to do a leap of faith. Would have been easier to do with the Cloud Flower, but that's only in the other mission. $220. We're getting there. Just 20 more green stars to go. Okay. I spy with my little eye. No green star. Okay, I'll grab a Cloud Flower and get to searching. I feel like it's going to be really far out in the distance for some reason. It's like a vague memory I have. I feel like I got to jump really far out and then create cloud platforms to really get as far out there as I can. It's going to be on the horizon somewhere, I bet. Perhaps not, but it's just a little feeling I have. Fortunately, no first person allowed here. And the game is very inconsistent when it allows you to go into first person. Not allowed on clouds, I guess. Get the hell out of my way. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I was right. So you kind of have to... I have to go to this center cloud and leap of faith. If I hadn't remembered that, then this one would have been a nightmare to find. Yeah, some of these green stars just stick out in my mind. I guess that one might have stuck out in my mind because I really did have trouble finding it my first playthrough. So it just kind of sticks in there. Okay, we're almost at the 222. I've gotten a lot of star bits during this green star journey, so I don't know if it'll be enough, but I've gotten a lot. I'll feel like maybe by the time I've gotten all the green stars, I'll be at like 6,000 to 7,000-ish, which is not enough. But hey. Slimy Spring Galaxy. What's this one again? This is like the underwater one, yeah. I'm having another memory of where a green star might be. I think it might be one like hidden around a corner. Unless there's one around here. I don't think so. These straight up look like the bats from Zelda. They look like geese. There goes Ghost Luigi. Not to be confused with Ghost Luigi when he grabs the Boo Mushroom. Which is such an underutilized power-up. Maybe the final level uses it, I don't remember. And with this, you know, final level that I keep talking about, it's like the super duper hard level of this game. It's like, I know that, like, as far as 3D Mario games go, I think this game kind of starts off the trend of, like, the super hard 100% final level that's really difficult. Like, I guess, like, I imagine maybe some of the 2D games already did some of that. I don't recall, I haven't played most of the 2D Mario games, to be fair. But, like, this game starts off the trend of, like, the super crazy difficult final level for getting 100%. Oh, there it is. And then 3D Land would have one, 3D World has one. 3D Worlds is a real doozy. Maybe rivaling this one from this game in terms of difficulty. Then there's Odyssey has one, but when I played Odyssey I didn't really find it all that hard, to be honest. remember 3D lands being fairly tough. Yeah, so it's kind of like a serious trend that this game started, at least as far as the 3D games go. And yeah, this is one of the harder ones. The one that started it is one of the harder ones, so... It's as hard as I remember. I don't really remember too much about the level. I remember like maybe 2 sections. I remember that the first section is a 2D section where you have to like swing on flowers with Yoshi. And then I remember one of the last sections being a flip panel section with lasers and stuff. Any other point of that level I do not remember, so I don't know if it's a particularly long level. It's probably like a bit on the lengthy side, but it's essentially just a big challenge gauntlet. I'm looking forward to it though. I want to see how I compare to my younger self. And again, I don't really remember how many tries it took when I was little, but I remember it taking me quite a while. I remember it like getting me angry, which is a big deal because I don't usually get angry with games. I've said in the past that I don't typically rage when I play games. I get upset. I just get sad or disappointed. But playing the super level in Galaxy 2, yeah, that got me a little bit angry. I wasn't full on yelling or anything, but I was definitely angry and I lashed out at my twin, which is a story I might have told before, but I just remember like I was getting ready for school, and typically before school, I heard the sound. I had a feeling. Typically before school I'd play some games and I decided to play Galaxy 2, and then I kept on dying, and then when Grim was like, okay, we gotta go now, and I was like, shut up! I don't know if I actually told them to shut up, but I definitely like said something and yelled a bit. And then Grim was like, what? And I felt guilty about it, but you don't want to admit when you were in the wrong about something when you're a child. I don't know if I apologized or not. I would apologize if it were me now. It's probably not a big enough deal, because it was a very, like, quick interaction. But yeah, it was enough to make me a little bit angry. So we'll see. Okay, Battle Belt Galaxy. This is just the boss rush galaxy, yeah? Or just the fight galaxy. Man, I can already hear the green stars. There's one on the left there. And it sounded like there was one on that pumpkin planet. I wonder if I can see it. I don't know what their draw distance is, though. So it's possible that it just isn't going to show up because I'm not close enough. Start you off on this little moon. It's kind of like Sonic Lost World with the hexagon. And I gotta fight all these dude bros. Crap. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. I wonder if I've gone past a green star at this point. I haven't heard the shine sound yet. Oh, there's one there. It's on top of the container. It's a pretty easy hiding spot. It's incredibly visible and easy to get to. Like, you'd have to be really dumb to not see that one. If you've gotten to this point in the game and you couldn't see that or even get to it, then what are you doing? How are you doing that, legit? I have no idea how you'd even pull that off. It'd be impressive, frankly. Okay, 224. I don't know why I do a spin every time I go on the button. It's like a thing. I do like how you can do a spin kick by crouching. It serves no functional purpose at all, but I just like it. Okay, Green Star 2. So we got that first one. I don't think this galaxy changes in level design at all between stars, so I think that beginning flyover is all I'm getting in terms of hints. The second one was on another one of those canisters. Is it just like, or containers, whatever. Is it just that they're all going to be on containers? Because that would be, I mean, it'd make my life a bit easier, but kind of lame considering how creative some of the other hiding spots have been. Give a lot of star bits. Bum, 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 and you are dead. So I just gotta keep moving. This will be another galaxy where not being booted at the level will be rather helpful. Especially if the level doesn't really change much. Okay, I've got to killify you. And you. Whoops. Yeah, like, how could you not spot that? I imagine there's not really many places for you to hide green stars in this level because it's so basic level design-wise. Just a series of, like, combat arenas. Oh my god, I didn't notice this before when we did this galaxy, but I like how you're inside of the planet, like the pumpkin is you can see it from the inside. That's so cool. Usually when you go down somewhere in a pipe, it's like a completely separate thing. Wow, it's actually really obvious when you look at it. You're literally just inside the pumpkin. That's cool. Inside the pumpkin. I'm not gonna bother with that, I'd rather save my star bits, to be honest. Oops. I don't think they'll be on the Hungry Luma path, so I'll keep moving along. It feels like the green stars are typically on the main intended pathway. Oh look, I see one. Can I first person? Okay, no. Like, there it is. Again, really obvious and easy. It's a bit higher up, I guess, but I didn't even have to do a triple jump for that one. Maybe if you're playing as Mario. Mario. Super Mario. Okay, third star. And I gotta go through the whole rigmarole again. Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead. Okay, fight the fight the Galumba. For some reason I thought it was one of those little flying rock ones, or little jumping rocks. But no, that's this one. This one's just a bit annoying because they jump back into the lava. Oh, you gotta spin them from the right angle. There we go. I do like this galaxy, but not 3 times in a row. I was hoping one of my fireballs will kill all of them. Got two of them. That's cool. Okay, grab the key. Then we go into the pumpkin. Don't accidentally grab the star. Okay, it's after this one is the second green star. So after that point, it might just be on top of another one of those containers again. Like kind of lame, but I guess whatever's easier because I don't want to have to do this level again. Oh look, there it is. I can see it. Hold on, if I can stop for a sec. The game would allow me to be in first person. There we go. I thought I saw it. It was on like one of the upcoming planets. It's on that planet. I can't get a good look here. Yeah, there it is. Oh man, it's above the actual star. Hold on. Is that maybe like the No, that takes you there. Is that the way forward? I guess so. Guess I'll keep moving along. Okay, this is where the second star is. But I'm waiting for no gravity. Okay, we're here. Once again, another really, really easy one. I guess I don't know. I get it. Where are you gonna hide these, really? In these flat, well, not flat, like tiny little planets. They were just like, yeah, let's just throw them on there, whatever. I don't know, they could have been more, like, tricky about it. Not necessarily about hiding them, but making them harder to get to. It kind of feels like they I don't know. Maybe like they were just like, yeah, whatever, it's just... Maybe they were getting a bit tired of, like, placing green stars by this point in development. I don't know. I'm joking, that's probably not the case. It was just like, there's no point in hiding them, probably. Okay, Bowser's Galaxy Generator. That intro was not useful. Maybe the flying in will help. Nope, I don't see any green stars. I'm gonna go... Oh, this is the final level. Or like the final level of the like main part. We got the special world after this. How long have I been streaming for? About 2.5. So yeah, making good time. Good stuff. My intuition, whatever that means, is it's telling me that it's in this segment with the lava here and I gotta fly onto it. That's what my guts are telling me. Oh, yeah, there it is. I was about to be like, oh, I guess there's not one here. Thinking, why is there not one here? This is like a really good spot to hide one. I like how I was able to like expertly go on to that star, but the first time I played this level I kept dying at that section. Mainly because I wasn't looking, which is something that I should be doing. Okay, 227. That one's pretty early on. There's only 2 in boss levels, so... I think I have a vague memory on where the second one is. I think it's in the area... There's like a... I think it's in the area where you get Yoshi. And I think there's like a... There might be a thwomp that you have to like jump on to get it. This is like, again, my vague memory of where I think it could be. So I think I gotta play a little farther into the level. Boing. Crikey! The music here is so hype. This is final level music. I guess like Melty Monster Galaxy sounded kind of final level-esque, but this definitely feels more final level-esque. Hence why it is the final level. Whoa, that was close. Ah, depth perception. I didn't perceive the depth. It's cool, we're fine. Let's go. Okay, I don't think it's in this drill segment. I like the bit down there. Wait. The camera would move. Nope, okay, never mind. The bit down there to the right, like down there, I think it's in this segment. So I'm gonna go with the assumption that that is the case. Okay. We gotta do this little 2D section, that's fine. I doubt it's here either. I feel very strongly about it being in the Yoshi bit. So I'm just gonna assume that's the case. Ooh! I was like hoping the platform would catch me. And it did. Away! Oh crap. Well, when I really lock in, as they say, I can play pretty decent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't there. If it was, I feel like I would have heard the shimmer shine. Maybe it's in like the Dash Pepper bit, and the challenge is trying to get it when you're going a mile a minute. Never mind, I see the glow in the distance. Ooh, was I supposed to like have clouds? Like keep clouds from that segment before? Or maybe I can jump that, I don't know. I don't know about that, mate. Can't triple jump with Yoshi. But maybe. You could probably like do the infinite flutter jump. Nope. Hold on. Nope. Well, I can't get it if I'm dead. Yeah, I can't go back and just get another Cloud Flower because I hit the checkpoint already. I might need the cloud to get it though. But I don't know, maybe I can get it with Yoshi. It's pretty far though. If I jump, flutter, and then jump off Yoshi, it could be possible. Oh my god, it totally was. Sorry, Yoshi, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. He's used to it, I'm sure, by this point. He just teleports away. Alright. So all the green stars, we're gold crowning all of them. And now we've just got the special world. Mario Squared Galaxy. Are all these just gonna have two? Because they're like special galaxies. Yeah, they only have two. Okay. It should be quicker. Yeah, I think I should have plenty of time to do the super duper level. I'm still a little bit worried about needing the star bits though. Ba-ba is Mario's face. Okay, so this is literally all the galaxy is, so... Well, initially I don't see any of them, but I bet they're hiding under the platforms. Like, look, I can see a shine there already. So I reckon it's just you gotta drop. Yeah, it's just gonna be drop down. Yep, and there's the other one over there. A part of me is like, man, I wish they didn't boot me out, but I was gonna fall to my death otherwise, so... Man, the backgrounds for each of the worlds is so pretty. I love how that each one has a completely different like background for Starship Mario. That's such a nice touch, especially when Starship Mario is not a place that you spend much time in. It would have been a much more impactful if it were a thing in Galaxy 1. But I don't think in Galaxy 1 you really traveled to galaxies in the observatory. The only time you do that is at the end of the game where you go to the center of the universe. Usually it's just like Mario just shoots off from the observatory to wherever. Okay, I think it was like over here. Yeah, here it is. It's just those two. I forgot. There's only two, not three. So I was starting to wonder where the third one might be, but there is not. Also, this background has the double rainbow. Not only the double rainbow, it has like circle rainbow. Pretty crazy. Also, the planet in the background just looks like Kirby. Not Kirby the character, like Kirby is in the series. It's probably a bit obvious though. Okay, this one might be a bit trickier because it's the ball rolling level. So finding it probably won't be too hard, it's collecting it that might be a bit tricky. Also, there's two split pathways. Oh, there's the second one probably. So the second one's right at the very end. Yeah, this level has a split path, so I don't know which one it's going to be on. So I already know where the second one is now because I just saw it. So, and it's right at the very end. So now it's just about finding the first one. Wish I could maybe look ahead. Oh well, I can just take this pathway. And if it's not on this pathway, that's fine, because I could just go for the second green star. Or it's on neither of those little splits. Maybe it's just here. I have a vague memory of it maybe being on this bit, I don't know. I might be thinking about purple coins, though. Okay, the second one is coming up! Okay, I bet the first green star is on the pathway I didn't take, because I feel like if that wasn't the case, I definitely would have seen it. Slow, slow, slow? What are you talking about? That's loser talk. Oh wow, I haven't like been on this pathway at all because I always just took the other one. Whoops. Okay, that is tricky. Pretty okay, so I saw it, so I know where it is, but okay, I'll just go for the second one. It's gonna be a pain, I can tell. How is one to get all those star bits? Oh, what? Man, I wish that I could get a slow-mo replay on that. It sure looks like I touched it. I guess I went over it? I don't know. Hard to tell. Do I have to touch it? Because, like, maybe it was just the ball touched it and not me. Okay, getting this first star shouldn't be a problem if I can get around the Goombas or the Galoombas. Because they mess me up. There we go. Okay, now I just gotta get the second one. Maybe I should try jumping? I don't know, I feel like I might overshoot it if I jump. Okay, Green Star 2. I know where it is. I think I know how to get it. I just need to properly execute it. It's going so fast. I can't. Maybe I should. I don't know if I should like slow down or speed up. Kind of wish though I could like do like a little rewind. Levels actually like this course is pretty short when you do it over and over again like this. Probably for the best. I don't think I'd want it to be that long. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Okay, like, I'm definitely feel like I'm overshooting it. I feel like I need to slow down. But it's really difficult to do that when I also have to, like, veer to the right in time. I think slowing down just makes that harder to do. I could either go slow or maybe more neutral. I wasn't going fast though. I wasn't like moving the controller forwards all that much. Maybe this would be easier if it wasn't gyro, but I don't think that's my problem here. I think it's just a tricky maneuver. Okay, focus. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. It's very easy to fall off, though. Yeah, okay, you just had to really pull it back. Pretty easy when you do that. Okay. Okay, Twisty Trials. This is the Sunshine level. It's super linear, so I doubt I'll have any trouble finding the stars. It's just getting them. I think this one has like a Yoshi. Or a cloud. Oh, there it is. Yep, and there's the other one. Alright. Pretty smooth sailing, I reckon. I thought I was about to die. Whoa, okay. I was too busy getting star bits. Yeah, and then I just gotta go over there and get the other one. Simple as that. Especially if I retain some of my cloud platforms. It really does feel like they're like cheaping out a bit on the placements near the end here. But again, I don't want to like assume that's what's going on. I think it's just there's not really that many interesting places to hide in these later galaxies because of how like linear they are. I really want to play Mario Odyssey. I've been having like a hankering to play that game specifically for a while now. Like it got an update for Switch 2 to make it run better, I guess. I think the game was already at 60 FPS. I think it just like cleans up the visuals a bit. And I remember like just booting the game up just to see, and it definitely looked better. I could definitely like tell there was a bit of a difference. I think the game was also at 1080p. I don't know. Maybe it was only at 720. I don't recall. But it looked better. It looked a bit sharper, less blurry in some points. Better draw distance, all that good stuff. I've been really wanting to play Odyssey again, but I want to save it for a stream. But I also want to play through the 3D Marios in relative release order. I'm skipping over 3D Land, because I don't really have an easy way of being able to play 3DS games. So in that case, 3D World is next. And then I also want to play Captain Toad, and I want to play all those games as well, but I just specifically feel like playing Odyssey lately. I also want to like get through all the 3D Marios before the next 3D Mario came out, and I thought I had very little time to do that when the Switch 2 got announced, because I thought they'd probably announce a new 3D Mario along with the Switch 2, but no, we got Donkey Kong Bonanza instead, which I did enjoy. But still wondering what's going on with that next 3D Mario, because there's got to be one coming. Whatever it is, it's not going to be done by the Odyssey team, that's for sure, so must be cooking up something else. But you'd think it'd get announced at the Mario Direct, so who knows at this point. Maybe they're saving it for the next Direct. Or maybe we're not getting one anytime soon. Maybe in another year or two. Okay, I was not paying attention to the camera panning, so I didn't really catch any potential green stars. I feel like one of them might be a little closer to the end of the course. Oh, there's one. Oh, I see. I gotta get up there without getting squishified. Yeah, I can't jump that. Whoops! Me thinks I gotta jump on the cube things. Which is bonkers. Bonkers, I say. Maybe with the slowdown. Oh, never mind. Triple jump did the trick. Probably a lot harder to get that with Mario. Again, it feels like some of these green stars were made with Luigi in mind, because even though Luigi has a higher jump, you still only barely make some of them. I guess that's why they're green. You know, there's your hint. Okay, 6,000 star bits. Yeah, I'm not going to get to 9999, so I will have to do a little bit of star bit farming. Okay, and where's number 2? I bet it's near the end. I reckon. I'm going to assume that's the case. Still trying to grab as many star bits as I can while I can. Oh look, there it is. It's there. I think you gotta just leap of faith. Oh, can I jump that from here? I messed up. No, I think I got to get to the very end of the trail and then jump off from there. I think it's closer. There's so many star bits here, actually. Out of my way. Nearly slid off the side. Oh, why did I do that? I was getting a little bit too eager. Save here. Or maybe I can... Oops! What the hell? That weird little glitch happened where you run around in a circle when you're just holding one direction on the analog stick. It's a little bit of a weird quirk with the like physics in this game, or like the gravity or something. I kind of got stuck there for a bit. Oh, really? Oh, you're killing me here, quite literally. Okay, I got my 1-up back. I guess I'm getting a lot of star bits from this. I doubt this is the optimal star bit farming method, though. That was close. That would have been a dumb way to die. I'm wondering if I can jump it from over here, actually. If I can get there without dying. Wait. Yeah, okay, that was close enough. Luigi's neck is still weirding me out a bit. It still looks like it's made out of wood. I guess it's the kind of thing that you don't really notice on the Wii because of the lower resolution, but everything bumped up to HD, Luigi's neck just doesn't look... He looks like a wooden puppet. Oh, hello, what do you have to say? Oh, you're telling me to take a nap? No. Don't be such a weenie. Okay, Boss Blitz Galaxy. I bet this is going to be a similar story to the Battle... Galaxy or whatever it was. Thankfully there's only 2 this time. I don't remember if the final challenge... Oh look, there's one. I don't know if the final challenge has green stars in it. I don't remember it having. I love the music in this galaxy. I don't think it's used in any other level in the game. And it gets overshadowed or like overtaken by like the boss music. Cool. It sounds very foreboding and mysterious. Should take care to nab up these star bits while I can. Yep. Oh, thank you for letting me skip the cutscene. That's great. I guess, like, if you've, like, completed the galaxy, then you're allowed to just skip whatever cutscene you want. I just wasn't sure if it would work for the boss scenes. I have a feeling that the first green star is on this planet. I can play this game of energy tennis all day, though I would preferably not want to do that. There you go. I feel like the first green star might be on the underside of this planet. Perhaps not. I guess I was thinking of that comet coin. Okay, well, I definitely know there's one here. It's right there. So I'm just going to ignore the boss and get the star, if you don't mind. Okay, just 3 more to go. So yeah, I guess when I consider that I know for 100% sure that the very final star count in this game is 242, and the final 2 is from the final challenge, then it can't have green stars in it. You know, you've got to do the math. Okay, so the first one was on the on that tree, so I don't know where the next one is. Let me just get this bozo real quick. Kill the baby. Don't do that. In real life. Man, I love that you can skip the cutscenes. It's great. I'm gonna scoop up these bits though. Okay, and one more. It looks like an Octorok. I'm forgetting that this is a boss from Galaxy 1 that they just ported over. They were like, we're running out of ideas. Well, it probably wasn't the fact that they're running out of ideas. They had a bonus world, and I was like, we've got to do stuff with the bonus world. Just throw all the Galaxy 1 bosses in there. And, you know, it's fine, because it's just, you know, it's a bonus world. It's not like this game is lacking in content. I sure wouldn't say so. Okay, come on. Let's move it along. Whoops. Remember when I thought that the prankster comet for this was a Daredevil comet when it was actually a speedrun comet and it was way easier than I thought? Oh man. Ah! My attempts to do this quickly are failing a bunch. Okay, he pops out again. And you chase him, but his little dirt trail gets in my way. Okay, I could really go for some coins. Is there any coins here? Seeming like a no. Oh, there's one. One will do. the Bouldergeist. Oh, look, there it is. I can see it. It's on the edge there. Not interested by... Okay, I kind of just went for it. Oh, hello, Boo. Oh, he's trying to get me. Oh, adorable. I love Boos. They're one of my favorite Mario enemies, creatures. Up there with Shy Guy and the classic Goomba, of course, and I do like Ninja. Okay, the last galaxy, green stars. Flip out galaxy. Shouldn't be anything too complicated. It's like a giant Rubik's Cube. I don't really remember exactly where the green stars are for this one, but they'll probably be relatively easy to see. Well, the flyover didn't reveal them. And I didn't see any on the way in. Okay. Oh, I think I hear it already. And probably this is... Oh, hello. I was about to say, this feels like the kind of level where it's just a case of, like, making really tricky jumps, but that one was rather easy. Maybe that was, like, one that's kind of difficult to see, it's just because I heard it first. Okay, let's do this. So thankfully that first one was really early in the level. Damn it. We go in the pipe, I think? Yeah, you definitely would have seen it going into the pipe there. I have a thought. Whoops. No, I thought maybe there'd be a way to, like, get up and over and, like, explore, like, the outside, but I guess not. I took some damage there, so... I forgot that there were, cosmic clones here. I'll be fine as long as I keep moving. Crap. Well, joke's on you, because if I die, you die as well. You've got that little bunnies helping you out. Telling you stuff that you really should know by this point. The fact that you couldn't spin in the air. How would you... I don't know if it would even be possible for you to get to this point in the game without knowing that. Not easily. Okay, I'm not hearing the twinkle. Ooh, that was close. I like how their voices for the Cosmic Clones are still the same as Mario's. Obviously, it's not Mario's voice, it's like a pitched version. But it's not different for Luigi. I don't think they even look different either. I think they're still of Mario. It's kind of lame. Luigi not good enough to imitate? This is bad. Okay, I'm not sure. We're getting close to the end. Oh, I heard it. Or wait, no, the star I hear might be the actual, like, proper star. Oh no, there it is. There we go, that was close. I was getting a little bit nervous there because I had, like, no health. And I very nearly missed. Okay, well that's it, that's the final green star. The cosmic jewels have been obtained. 240. Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh dear, give them your best. I want to see what the little green Lumas have to say. Wherever they are. Oh, here they are. No, it looks like they're saying the same thing. Okay, here we go. I got plenty of time to do that final level. Grand Master Galaxy. Oh, there's a comet coin here too. Maybe I don't need the bits. Maybe it's just the coin. Oh wait, I gotta switch back to Mario for this. I'll keep my Luigi hat on though. Mainly because I can't be bothered to take it off, but also because... I don't know, if I'm not gonna play as Luigi, then I can have him with me in spirit. So I'll just stick with Luigi. I mean Mario. I'm getting my brothers mixed up. Okay, let's do it. I gotta get used to Mario's, like, weaker jumps. Okay, here we go. Grandmaster Galaxy, the ultimate test, but not the ultimate test, because there's a harder version. Oh yeah, I remember this section, and then I remember the section at the end with the flip switches, but that's about it. What's the music here? Is it going to be Gusty Garden Galaxy? No, okay, I think the music changes. Yoshi! Sure is. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I got the butterflies in my stomach. So far, so good. I remember when people were like, oh, with the gyroscope on Switch, then jumping with Yoshi is going to be a real pain. And I'm like, no. This game does not ask you to do anything that precise with the gyroscope. Oh, cool. I think I was supposed to jump off of Yoshi to climb up the pole, because you can't climb up the pole with Yoshi. But I was able to just jump up there anyway. I like this music. This is a very fun tune. Fun little romp. I might ace this, who knows. The prankster comment for this one is going to complicate things a bit, so I'm going to try my hardest as practice. Okay, music change. Ah, now we've got the Sky Station Galaxy. Okay, we'll have to say goodbye to Yoshi. Move along now, nothing to see here. I'm on cloud control. I get it, because the crowd, I said, oh, never mind. Wow, tough galaxy. I do not remember any of that dialogue. I remember this bit being hard. It's coming back to me as we get to stuff. It starts to come back to me a little bit. I remember this specific bit giving me trouble. So far it seems pretty fine. I think you gotta be careful with your clouds though. Can't just use them too recklessly. So far I'm doing it quite well. Okay, and I've got 2 clouds to spare. I might have gone away with just long jumping to the launch star and saving my clouds, but there's Captain Toad and Yellow Toad. Star bits. Exploration. He's got to stay rested for his own solo game. It's funny that Captain Toad is just his own character, and he started off as just like a little side character in this game. Or in Galaxy 1, to be more specific. Ouch. Okay. I was trying to do that without spinning so I could keep my clouds, but that's probably a little bit stupid. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna be the real, like, run killer, I bet. I could do that thing with the switches where you, like, do this and then jump real good, but I can't do that well enough to do it consistently. Let's go! Ooh, I don't know, is this the final stretch? Oh, there's a checkpoint. How kind. I get to see Mario at work! Whoa. Mamma mia, let's a go. Yeah, I bet the Prankster Comet is going to take away the checkpoint, most likely. Most of my damage has just been from trying not to spin with the clouds, but I shouldn't really bother trying to, like, save my clouds at that point. I should just use them. Because not spinning is just going to make things harder. Ooh, this is tricky. You gotta time your pulls. Yeah, you gotta account for, like, the delay a little bit as well. Okay, and I'm full health again. Ooh, okay, this has got to be like the final stretch. I have no reason to kill you guys, so I'm just gonna go by. Oh look, there's the coin. Yeah, so it's playing the final level theme then. That's how you know. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of the way. Okay, and there's the coin. Oh, you can throw those far. Oh, we got Boomerang Bros. Oh, this could be a run killer too for the Comet. The pranks... Oh, okay, there it is. The Prankster Comet for this one is a one-hit kill, so... Okay, all you have to do is kill the Boomerang Bros. Alright, that was... I think doing the insta-kill version of that should be pretty doable. I got hit a little bit there, but... you know, I got practice, so I can do it. I think. Not as hard as I remember it being. Give them your best. So is the comet gonna show, or... No, I think I need the star bits. Unless I've missed a comet medal somewhere, but I don't think that's the case. I think I got to farm me some star bits. I've got a bunch. Let me just double check. Let's see, World 1, yep. It's because the amount of comet coins I have is 49, so it made me wonder if it was supposed to be an even 50. No, I think I need to get all my star bits. So I've got 6,500. I'm going to Google if there's maybe like a quick star bit trick. Let me see. Super Mario Galaxy 2 fast farm star bits. The best way to farm star bits. This is a post from 2010. Okay, let's see. From 15 years ago, you need to have World 4. First, attain a lot of lives. I recommend the first level of Supermassive in World 4, any of them really. Get to the giant Koopas rotating around that small planet, then long jump and bounce on their shells continuously for easy 99 lives. Oh, that's a life trick. Okay, go to Sweet Mystery Galaxy. Get to the first checkpoint, which is right at the start of the level. Suicide. You have respawned. Collect all the star bits in the background, suicide again, rinse, repeat. There are 66 star bits for every suicide. If you collect them all, I'd say that's like 60 bits per 15 seconds at least. Well, I don't have 99 lives. I've got 50. Should I life farm real quick? I'm kind of curious about that trick he mentioned. There might be a better Starbit trick than that. Oh, we got another alternative method from, again, 15 years ago. If you're good with Rock Mario, Multi-Molten second star is a bloody gold mine. You get to over 100 star beats each through. And that's just without dying. If you do die, you can easily get hundreds more. There's also an easy 1-up at the beginning, plus extra lives for every star bits you collect. I've done that one. I didn't see how that can get you that many star bits. I guess I can give both methods a try. I'll do this 1-up trick though, partially because I'm just kind of curious about it. I think I might have done it before, I don't remember. Not in this playthrough, but in the game. Thankfully, I don't have too many star bits to go. Just a few thousand. Yeah, that's the... Got to get to this Koopa Troopa planet in the back there. Okay, and I think it just said just continuously jump on it. Oh, I'm starting to remember this. Don't you love that sound? Especially 50 times in a row. I mean, every Mario game has that 1-up trick, you know? There we go. Do I get to keep the 1-ups I just got? Yeah, I do. Cool. Okay, so let's try the first method. What was it again? Sweet Mystery Galaxy. Is it this one? Yeah. So it's saying go to the first checkpoint, which is right at the start of the level, and then jump off and kill Self. And then collect all the star bits in the background and then keep doing that. There are a lot of star bits around here. Okay. First checkpoint. There is indeed a lot of star bits. There are like 66 star bits for every suicide. I say that's like 15 seconds. What if I first person? Can I get some extra ones? Like, I guess this is kind of fast. Is my Starbit count gonna cap out at 999? Because there's only space for 3 digits when you're in galaxies. I'm getting like, I don't know, like 100 or so. I mean, I don't know. I think I'll do this method until I hit 999, and then I'll go try the other method and I'll see if that one's any faster. Apparently it's just play the ball rolling mission in Melty Monster Galaxy. It's kind of weird that they have a checkpoint right at the beginning here. What's that about? I think one of the amiibos gives you star bits, but I don't think it's that much. Speaking of amiibos, I alluded to it earlier when we were talking about the Metroid, the new Metroid Prime game. So I'm not an expert. I've never really played a Metroid game, but I've keep an eye on all the Nintendo Wii goings on, and unfortunately, Metroid Prime 4 has caught itself in a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a debate, controversy, whatever you want to call it. So, one thing that I already knew about the game was that it had new amiibos, which is cool. I wasn't going to get it, but it's cool because they look cool. It's like amiibo of Samus, and then another one with Samus on a bike, because of the new bike stuff going on in that game, and that's cool. The issue is that what they unlock. Now, the thing with amiibo functionality can be tricky because you don't want to lock like important stuff behind amiibo, but you want something kind of cool for having the amiibo, though, right? I prefer it if it didn't really have much functionality at all, because that's better than locking stuff behind amiibo, because amiibo can be expensive, Like, I think the Samus amiibo is like, I don't know what it was, like $30 or whatever? Maybe more than that, I don't recall. So apparently, what one of the amiibo does is, so there's like this open world part of the game. I don't know if it's like the whole game or if it's just one segment. There's this bit where you're on the bike and you're like in the desert. It was in some of the trailers. And apparently that segment of the game has no music. It's just like ambient sounds and you're just going along. And maybe that was by design. It was just kind of supposed to be like that. But apparently in the game there is a radio for your bike that allows you to play music from other parts of the game. So you can just hear like the game's like OST through this bike. But that feature is locked behind the amiibo. So essentially the ability to have music in that desert segment is essentially locked behind a paywall, which I'm a little bit conflicted on. Because, for starters, it's not actually locked behind the amiibo, because you can also apparently unlock that feature through beating the game. Which makes sense, because if it's music from the game's soundtrack, then you wouldn't want to spoil some of the game's later music in that segment before you've beaten the game. But on the other hand, I don't know, because maybe, the fact that it's just like driving in the desert and it's just ambient sounds with no music, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. It doesn't sound too bad to me. I still think that locking the radio, or at least an early unlock of the radio, behind the $30 amiibo is a bit silly. I don't think it's like this crazy absurd. Oh, I've maxed out at 9999. I don't think it's like this crazy absurd, oh my god, absolute travesty of a thing. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, if you ask me. I didn't get to keep any of the star bits, did I? Because that only gets added to my count when you beat the galaxy. Damn it. Oh well, I wasted my time a bit there. That was a pretty fast method once I got talking. It kind of went by quite quick. That was like 1,000. And I only need a few thousand. I need Yoshi. So it is weird, it is a tricky thing. I do think locking that behind an amiibo is a bit silly. I think having it, because that's usually, like, I've seen stuff like that where there's some kind of feature in a game that's intended to be like a post-game unlock, but you can get it early. As an example, because Kingdom Hearts is just my go-to for examples. There's a Keyblade called Starlight, which not through paywalls, but through doing something in the old mobile game, which you can't even play anymore. You could get a code for Starlight early, so that you can have it at the beginning of the game instead of near the end of the game where you typically get it. So it's kind of like that, but that wasn't a paywall. Also, that's just like an optional weapon that isn't even that good anyway. Like it's not bad, but it's like this. It's like the same as the default Keyblade you start with, but just colored differently and with a little bit of extra pizzazz, I guess. So it's kind of like that, but locking like a music feature behind that is a bit silly. That's the kind of thing where it's like that should be like a downloadable add-on maybe for like an early unlock of the radio. That should be like a downloadable add-on, but like for free. So that people who maybe don't want to unlock it early and would rather unlock it through natural gameplay by beating the game can still do that. They just don't purchase the or don't download the update or the add-on. But then people who do want it can just do that. That would have been a way better way of doing it. Because then everyone's happy. But yeah, it does seem pretty crazy. I don't know if Nintendo really knew what they were doing. It does scream of like them being malicious on purpose to try and squeeze more money out of you. But it's so like silly, it feels like just a dumb mistake on their part. But then again, like surely people on the dev team would have had to have like brought that up because it's very obviously a bit grubby seeming. Even if that wasn't the intent, surely they had to have known how that would have gone over. So yeah, it's very weird. It's a shame because like it's like a lot of things seem to be bringing Metroid Prime 4 down in the public eye. Just based on stuff I've seen, because I haven't really seen much of the game outside of the trailers. But just stuff I've been hearing about, like like some of the side characters being a bit annoying. But then I've also heard people saying that it's not so much the side characters are the problem. It's just kind of awkward because Samus doesn't talk, and then it's just like they're talking to like a brick wall, and it's just awkward. But I guess that depends on who you talk to. And then there's also the and then there's this whole bike bit segment debacle there. It's a shame because I know full well that those things, which could be relatively small things, again depending on your tastes and your experience, those potentially small things could really end up being the game's whole legacy. Which sucks when a game that's otherwise really good gets brought down by such a very small thing. Again, depending on who you talk to. Again, I haven't played the game, so I don't know how major these things are. Again, the idea that the bike segment may have no music doesn't sound too bad to me, because it sounds like the kind of thing where it's just, you know, ambient sounds and just, you know, pulling you in with the lack of music. It could have been like a very intentional design choice, and then the whole radio thing was just an afterthought. The fact that the radio was locked behind a paywall for early access is a bit crazy, but you can still get it for beating the game, so it's weird. It's really weird. I still think like having the early access behind Amiibo is stupid, but it's not like a game-breaking, like, terrible thing that ruins the entire game. I don't think. But you know that people are just like very fixated on that, and I think it's understandable, but also it's a shame because the game could otherwise be amazing, but people are definitely just going to judge it based on some of these other things, which is a shame. Again, I think like critiquing these poor decisions is definitely something that should be done. You should speak your mind. Oh, I hit 999. It's a shame that it caps out at 9, so I have to beat the level. Probably didn't have to wait for it to cap out at 9. I could just wait till it gets to 800 or something, and then I'd get the rest on the journey to the end. Yeah, it's a shame, especially for those folks who've been waiting so long for this game, and it's a shame when a game that you've been waiting for so long and there's so much anticipation, and then Like, the reception is so middling because of stuff that to some people may be very superficial. But yeah, like, locking features behind amiibos like that is a bit crazy. It kind of reminds me of, like, Skyward Sword. It kind of reminds me of something that Skyward Sword HD did when that came to Switch, although it definitely wasn't as bad there. For Skyward Sword on Switch, I've never used the feature myself because I didn't get the amiibo. It's like not that important. So for Skyward Sword HD, again, a remaster of a Wii game, they added a new amiibo to the game, which is cool. And the functionality for the amiibo was basically the game takes place between like the skies and the surface. The sky essentially acts as like a hub of sorts, and then you drop down into the surface, and that's where like the bulk of the game is. And you typically return to the skies a lot because that's where all the shops are and side quests and stuff. So you go back and forth a lot. Normally in the game, you have to go to these special bird statues in order to be sent back up to the sky. So, you know, to use Kingdom Hearts as an example, they're like save points. And there's a bunch of them dotted all over the place. So what the amiibo does is that it basically allows you to basically, like, quickly shoot up to the sky from anywhere by tapping the amiibo. And then you can return back to where you initially launched from. Which is, and yeah, that's a feature that's locked behind an amiibo. So that's kind of like what's happening here with Metroid Prime 4, but not nearly as bad, because that's not... Again, it's like, it's an HD remaster of a Wii game, and it's obviously the game was not designed with that feature in mind by any stretch, because it didn't have it before. And the ability to just shoot off to the sky at any time, it's not that useful, because the bird statues are pretty prominent. They're specifically designed and placed at certain points where you'd probably need them the most. There's like a decent amount of them. So yeah, it's so it's not nearly as bad. So it's like, it's just a nice little extra convenience option if you have the amiibo. I guess locking behind like convenience options isn't the best way to go. But still, it's not bad. Like, I've played Skyward Sword HD a couple times now on the Switch as a fan of the original Wii version. And I've had no problem with it. I'm like, I haven't ever thought to myself being like, oh man, I wish I could go to the sky immediately. Like, I've never thought that. And still, like, the radio isn't the worst thing, especially if the ambient sound in the desert with the bike is like, quite calming. I don't know. It's a very weird situation in general. It's a very silly thing. And it sucks because Nintendo was already, like, getting a lot of hate lately because of the whole... a lot of stuff. Mario Kart World, the Switch 2 in general. Which is a shame. I do understand all the criticism, though. It's just a case where, like, I'm a Nintendo fan, and a lot of these bad things that Nintendo is doing, while I completely understand the criticism, and I actually think people should criticize it, because, you know, that's how things improve, I don't really mind personally, because a lot of the stuff that they do doesn't affect me much outside of the price of their games. And I'm pretty good at scoping out deals. And I'm just being selective about the games I get in general because of all the prices. But other things, like some of Mario Kart's flaws, like the... it doesn't bother me much. You know, it's, yeah, but I totally get it. There's a lot of people that are hating on Nintendo, and I think it's very justified. Even if I personally don't partake in the hate. I do get it. I don't think this method of getting Starbits is quicker than what I was doing. I got kind of a lot there. But I think the method I was just using in the other levels was a bit quicker. I guess this is maybe a more action-packed alternative, though. So I think I'll try and get the star. I'll keep doing this method until I live to get to the star, and then I'll go back to the other method because it seemed quicker. You have to, like, be good enough with this method. You have to be good enough to hit the crystals and get the stars while you're trying to roll. The other method does not require any skill at all. Whoa. My bad. Bum, 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 ba-dum. I hope I don't need to beat the game again or something. To like, get the super duper final secret thing. 100% bonus or whatever. I don't want to have to, like, do that a third time. I mean, the final boss is really cool and the credits are nice, but I've done that twice now. Whoops. I'm not purposefully dropping off there. I am trying to get the star. This is a decent method, though. I can see why it was suggested by Reddit user from 15 years ago. It wasn't actually Reddit, it was like GameFAQs or something. I just don't remember. I think I should have plenty of time to do the Grand Finale Galaxies thing. I'm just hoping that I'm correct about needing to max out your star bits, because I might actually be totally wrong about that. I think I'm right. I have no idea what else I could possibly need to do. Ah, I just distinctly remember needing to max out my star bit count, which is why I felt like the bank toad feature was quite handy for that. It's like the only part of the time in the game where that feature is actually useful. I don't even know why you'd want to bank your star bits anyway. It's not like you lose them unless you shoot them, but you have to very deliberately do that, and the game never really requires that you do that. It's just for the purposes of taking star bits from other save files, which is also just a weird feature when you think about it. Evident by the fact that the only time it's actually useful is for the 100%, which is weird. Which is why I'm not too choked up about the Switch version not having it. It's weird that it doesn't have it, because I don't see why not. No, all the Banker Toad does now is tell you what amiibo do. Okay, I got a decent amount of star bits from that, though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the sweet mystery method. I thought it was bitter, or at least it took less brain power. Where is it? There it is. Man, it'll be nice to finish this game, especially because I've been wanting it to be on Switch for so long. It's nice to finally do a full playthrough of it, because I was originally going to skip it, because if I want to go through the 3D Marios in release order, I was going to skip this one because it wasn't on Switch. And I was just hoping it would be someday, and I was losing hope. It was like something that I asked for every Nintendo Direct since the 3D All-Star Collection came out, essentially. And then I was just... It was something I asked for every time, and I was starting to lose hope. But here we are. It happening when the Mario Galaxy movie is a thing makes total sense. When they said that the Mario movie sequel was going to be Galaxy, it kind of made me feel like, oh, this is the time. I wonder what other, like, because, like, what am I gonna hope for with Nintendo Directs now? I don't really know. Because my go-to was, like, Mario and Luigi, or, like, Mario RPGs, or Galaxy remasters. But we've kind of been set on all of those. So, like, last year, or was it the year before? I don't know. There was, like, 3 Mario RPGs, like, in quick succession. And then we've had the Galaxy stuff, so I don't really know what I really particularly want. There's no, like, specific wants when it comes to Nintendo Directs now. Like, obviously I'd like a new 3D Mario, but that's inevitably going to happen. And then also, like, new Zeldas or whatever. Like, that stuff is going to happen at some point. It's not something I specifically need to wish for, because it's gonna happen. And potentially soon. It's just usually 3D Marios happen relatively early in a Nintendo system's life cycle. Like 64, Sunshine, I think, were pretty early. I think Galaxy was early in the Wii's life. It came out like what, 2006, 2007? I think that's around when the Wii came out. I don't recall exactly. And then Odyssey was in the first year. I think 3D World. I think a 3D World was maybe like a year after the Wii U, actually. I think New Super Mario Brothers was the launch title for the Wii U. Probably would have been a more successful launch if the launch title was 3D World, though. So yeah, 3D Marios usually happen relatively early in a system's life. In like, maybe like a year after. 2 tops. So I know the next 3D Mario is going to happen soon. So it's not something I desperately need to wish for the next Direct. Like, it could happen in the next Direct, but I'm not 100% on that. But it will. It will. In time. It does make me wonder what the next 3D Mario is going to be like, because I really have no idea. Because it could be anything. They could go full on, like, futuristic Mario for the next one, for all we know. Like, I don't know. Who could have predicted Odyssey before that game got announced? Maybe. I don't know. Well, it's not that out there of a concept, I suppose. But, you know, we don't know. What kind of art style will it have? It'll be cool if they had the same level of, like, crazy expression like Mario Wonder somehow translated into 3D. Not the exact art style, but on the same level of creativity and pleasantness. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the rest of the level normally. Still here, just setting up for tasks. Okay, cool. I hope your tasking goes well, which I know is tool-assisted speedrun, as you have taught me. Yeah, the new 3D Mario is genuinely really exciting. There's a content creator. Oh, Odyssey 2 maybe? Maybe. Because, like, the thing about Odyssey that was kind of odd is that it... odd. There's something odd about Odyssey. Is that it never got DLC. Even though it feels like most, like, big Nintendo games got DLC. And Odyssey felt like it was ripe for it, but it never got anything. So what maybe happened is that maybe they were going to do DLC, but then they had so many ideas that they're just going to do another full game, like kind of what happened with Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2. So maybe it is an Odyssey 2. Or maybe it won't be Odyssey 2, but it will be, you know, taking pages from Odyssey's book, in a sense. Because it doesn't have to be an Odyssey 2 to be similar. But I'd be down for Odyssey 2. But the idea of a new 3D Mario makes me really excited. There was a, there's a Nintendo-focused creator on YouTube who I never really watched all that much. It's like, it's a lot of like Nintendo news stuff, like news, updates, like, I guess reviews, stuff like that, you know, the sort of, you know, that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of channels like that. I never really watched his content all that much. But I remember he got so much hate. Because of the Switch 2 Direct. I remember, so like this guy, I won't say who it is, because I don't want to like, I don't know, I just don't want to, I don't want to be like, I'm just telling a story, I'm not trying to start something, even though, like, who would care, but still. Better to practice the art of not, you know, pointing out people. Just doesn't feel good. Yes, a Nintendo-focused YouTuber who got a lot of flack because he did a reaction stream to the Switch 2 Direct. So like not like the Nintendo Direct that we've had recently, but the specifically the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that happened back in April. I think it was. It was April or March, I forget. But it got a lot of hate because the entire reaction, I didn't watch the whole reaction, but I did watch like a sort of like various clips of it, and like I watched like a video talking about it. Throughout the whole reaction, he just kept on fixating on 3D Mario, and then being very like annoyed and disappointed every time 3D Mario did not show up when they announced something. And people just got really annoyed at him because he was like rolling his eyes and like face palming and like being like, "Oh, this direct sucks," just because 3D Mario wasn't there. Even though, objectively speaking, it was a really good direct with all sorts for all sorts of people. Even with like Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't think that quite swayed him. Like that direct had a little something for everyone. But he was still just so fixated on 3D Mario that he was like so annoyed by everything else and claimed that the direct was terrible. And he got so much flack for that. Now I wanted the new 3D Mario as well. Like I want a new 3D Mario real bad, but like I'm not that tunnel vision about it. Like I want a new 3D Mario, but I'm not gonna like I like other games too, you know. I can pick out like a bunch of stuff that from that direct, that very same direct, that I either thought was interesting or that I genuinely was very excited for. Like all the Mario Kart World stuff was really cool. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a huge deal. That was when they dropped the release window for Silk Song, which was exciting. Even if it wasn't like a proper trailer. Like there was what else? That wasn't. No, we already knew about Metro Prime 4. That was like the new FromSoft game. Not really my thing, but still, I can see how that's a big deal. A bunch of the Switch 2 editions that they announced as well. There was plenty there. It's dumb that he got hell for it. Everyone has likes and dislikes. It's not that serious. Yeah, I definitely think it was a bit over the top to get like hate for stuff like that. Like I don't hate anybody. Like I don't have the energy to like hate someone because they got annoyed. I can say that you know, I can understand people's annoyance with it, but and perhaps I would be like a bit annoyed if I watched the whole reaction. It's just like him being annoyed at all the stuff not being specifically what he wanted. But at the end of the day, that's just him, you know? It's just how he feels. It shouldn't really... It does make for a pretty miserable live stream, I imagine, though. So, but that's his problem. I feel like just giving people hate for stuff like that, for like opinions and stuff, is a bit crazy. It depends what the opinion is, I guess, but if it's just for like not getting the game he wanted out of Direct, then that's not anyone's problem, really. You can be annoyed, but I don't think giving people hate is the way. Because it's not going to change the fact that, you know, still wants the 3D Mario. I still want it. It did make me a little bit nervous though, because it's like, man, if I fixate or seem like I'm fixating too much on a specific game to be announced, then people might get mad at me for it. Like those thoughts were starting to run through my mind, and I was like, I don't want that. So it's like, man, if I talk about wanting Kingdom Hearts 4 too much, are people going to start hating me? So it's like, I'm sorry if I... But, like, I guess the difference there is that, you know, as much as I want Kingdom Hearts 4, it's not the only thing I want. It's not... It doesn't prevent me from getting excited over other things, you know? That's mainly where the annoyance stems from, I think. That's his reason for playing Nintendo, then cool. I don't know why people get upset. Yeah, again, getting a little bit irritated is fair, but getting like angry or hate-filled over it is a bit extreme. I do kind of get it, but I wouldn't leave hate comments. I've never left a hate comment in my life, though. Even for things that warrant hate, I just don't really... It's like, I don't know, what's my comment gonna do? Also, I just don't have it in me to, like, hate someone like that. Can't really be bothered. You know, being hateful most of the time just feels kind of difficult. Like, you have to really exert energy into doing it. Being nice is easy. You be nice, like, how easy is that? You can just, like, be nice to people. And you know, respect their opinions and stuff, and you don't have to agree with them, but you could just be nice about it, and then check that out. You can just make someone a little bit happier for it. Obviously, it depends. Oh my god, I've nearly got all the star bits I need. I literally just need a few more. I could probably get them here on Starship Mario. So I know you got star bits. I just need 12. This is only going to give me 1 star bit, isn't it? Oh, there's the Yoshi thing. I'd really rather not have to go all the way into the level just to get... Oh my god! It's perfect! It's like meant to be! Alright. Hello, Lubba. What happens when you get 9,999 star bits? Something nice, I bet. Yeah, that's the game hinting it at you. I didn't say that before. I think the comet is open now. Maybe. No? Maybe I have to go into a level and then come back. Because usually the comets appear after you return from a level, right? I think you have to like return from a level with the star bits or something. So yeah, clearly I had nothing to worry about. Oh, I thought the green star might be there. I was gonna see if I could get the green star, because that'd be a lot faster. You know what? I'm gonna do that, because it'll be faster to leave, select the green star. No, the comet still isn't showing up. What am I doing wrong? Maybe it isn't a comet. No, it has to be a comet. Because it's got to be like the Daredevil comet. It'll show up and then it'll be like, blow, blow, and then you do the challenge and then you get like real upset when you don't win. Okay, there's the green star. If this doesn't initiate it, then I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The fact that you have to max out your star bit count is a bit silly, if you ask me. There it is. Yeah, you just have to get another star and then come back. Prankster Comet appeared. This is it. The final challenge. Grandmaster Galaxy, here we go. So this is just doing the Grandmaster Galaxy again, but without getting hit once. I did pretty good on my first run. I did it on my first try. So now I just have to like do a bit better. But, you know, knowing my luck, this is going to be the run where I just do awful. Because there's some pretty tense bits, like there were close calls, for sure. Oh, now they got the Gusty Garden. I thought I had a vague memory of Gusty Garden Galaxy playing in this level. Whoops. Well, what did I tell you? It was beginner's luck. I had vague memories of Gusty Garden Galaxy playing here, but when I did it and it was just like the regular like Yoshi music, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I remembered that wrong. But no, they straight up changed the music for the Prankster Comet. I don't think Gusty Garden Galaxy plays at any other point in this game. Oh man. They saved like the most iconic piece of music for the final. Now that I'm thinking, I was wondering for a sec there, why am I randomly dying a lot now? You know what's going on here? They changed the obstacles. Like I was wondering, how come I'm dying at this bit when I was doing fine the first time? Yeah, the obstacles are different. These were just like Paragoombas before. So I was trying to do it like really slick like I did the first time, thinking, oh, it was super easy, it's fine. No, they've added like more hazards. So that doesn't bode well. Okay, this looks to be about the same. Unless they fire faster now. No, that seems about the same. And they saving the most iconic of Mario music for the final challenge. Good on them. I know they must have been hard to refrain from using their precious Gusty Garden Galaxy. Also, we get to hear like the Yoshi-fied version of it. Move along now, nothing to see here. I'm on cloud control, you're just saying the same thing. So is this going to be different, or is it just that first bit that's different? Still don't know if this would have been easier with Luigi. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, I don't think that Gusty Garden Galaxy's music is overrated. I've heard some people say that. I think it's very appropriately rated. It's a very good piece of music. It's just not my favorite in the game. That honor goes to Good Egg Galaxy, as I have said. Yeah, this bit seems unchanged. Was it really just like that first bit that's different? It's kind of weird. Oh, I managed to get to the star without using any of my clouds. Okay, this bit looks the same too. Oh my god, the music! They changed it! It's my favorite! Even they know that it's better. Because they use it for the final stretch, it's Good Egg Galaxy. They knew. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Clearly someone on the dev team agrees with me that Good Egg Galaxy is the superior piece of music. Okay, these things only fire when I'm in their vicinity. And the benefit about the cloud power-up is that it makes, even if you don't have the platforms, it still makes you pretty floaty. Ba 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 ba. Bia 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 bia. Are they gonna have a different piece of music for the final stretch? Yeah, like this is great. I love this. Skipping that. This section also seems to be the same. This was Paragoombas before as well. Is it really just that first bit that they changed? Just to, I don't know, set the tone? Just to freak you out? This is so beautiful. I could, like, cry to this theme, depending on my mood. If I went to, like, a big orchestra and they started playing this, I would probably tear up, frankly. Oh, they changed the music again. What's this? Oh, this is the first Galaxy for this game. So we had the Galaxy 1 music, now we got the Galaxy 2 music. This is Sky Station. Note in mind they changed it again. For some reason they randomly threw in Sky Station at the end there before the launch start. Okay, so we got the final level. Oh wait, isn't this the final level theme from Galaxy 1? Yeah, I think this is Galaxy 1's final level. I'm doing it. Oh, that was dicey. Oh, I don't even have to get this one up. I just went over there because I remembered going there for the Comet Coin. Meh. Okay, bring it. Boomerang boys. Too slow. I remember dying crazy amounts when I first played this level. At this point. I think this is it. This is where the star was before. And there's the star now. Yay! It's your girl. And we've got the music. Blah, blah, blah. What if I jumped off? How would that feel? Oh, hit sneaky. Do I dare? Okay, it's fine. Yeah, this is like the gate from the Comet Observatory. It's like how you get to the gate. Hello. It's your favorite lady. Congrats on the movie, by the way. Mario, so you were the one who collected all the scattered stars. I want to thank you. Your deeds will live on in the memory of the cosmos. May the stars shine down on you. Okay, thank you very much! Did I seriously do that on like my first go? Aside from when I blundered a bit at the beginning, but that's because I didn't know what I was in for. It's weird that first bit was different, but nothing else. There we are, the final star! Well, I'll be. All your hard work has brought the Lady of the Shooting Stars right to our own little ship. Hello. Feels like forever since we've seen each other, but she hasn't changed. We know from the storybook. Why is Rosalina frozen? She's kind of just stuck there. Mario, a letter of congratulations has arrived. I'll read it to you. You deserve the congratulations of cosmic proportions for collecting all of the stars and playing to the very end. Thank you. Way to break the fourth wall. You truly are a master of galaxies. Super Mario Galaxy 2 staff. Oh, they gave me a picture. Aww. Hang that on your wall. I sent a picture to your sister Malvin, so look out for it. Blah 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 blah. Hello, Rosalina. Welcome. I want to give you my thanks. Aww. So there we are. There's your like 100% completion bonus. You get Rosalina on your ship, and she hangs out with you. I want to check one more thing. I think it's unlikely, but I'm wondering if, on the small possibility that an extra chapter in the storybook gets unlocked for getting 100%, even though there's no indication that that's the case at all, I just thought, just check. You never know. What if it's like a super secret? No, it's just the 4. Because it feels like there's space for an extra chapter, so I thought maybe there's like a secret chapter. I guess not. But I guess that is where this playthrough comes to an end. That is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, so we're not ending on credits, because, you know, we did all the stuff. We got all the stars, and we did the true final challenge. My verdict on that final level is that it's not as hard as I remember, but I guess I've just gotten a lot better at games since then, so... we'll see how the Champion's Road from 3D World is in comparison. Because I remember that one being either like about the same level of difficulty or more so. But that's where this playthrough is going to end, and I suppose that is where this stream is going to end. So, yeah, we're all done for the day, so thank you very much for joining me on not only this stream, but on this playthrough. If you're watching on the VOD, you are appreciated. Of course you are. I had a lot of fun playing this game again. It's just such a pleasant time. Such a very fun game. A bit longer than Galaxy 1 because I was going for all the stars. I did in Galaxy 1 as well, but there was a lot more stars going on here. And yeah, that's another 3D Mario off the list. 2 in 1 year. How about that? So we'll see how long it takes me to get to 3D World. But I've been playing a lot of Mario lately, so I want to mix it up a bit. But yes, thank you for joining me. I'll be streaming next on Sunday, so I'll be streaming next week. Friday should be some more Tomb Raider. I might also stream on Wednesday as well. I'm not sure if I will, but we'll see. So perhaps on Wednesday. And then I'll also stream on Sunday, probably, for something different. I'm thinking maybe I'm finally ready for Silksong. But I'll have to give that some thought if I maybe want to play something a bit smaller first, just to you know, ready myself. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So I'll be ending it here. So with all that being said, I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.